Barkman, the video will be shorter next week because there's a surprise. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to STFC Briefings. We have iconic people on the stage, and Divine, we will kick off with your question, but while we have a hype train, let's get this hype up, loads of discounts up, help us, all will go to an animal charity today from everything that comes in. Land Shark, you made it in for the first time. Oh, Dundish is here. Oh, it's awkward, Dundish.
The surprise that dropped ahead was that his show is canceled already.
Well, I mean, there's a few surprises. It is awesome. It is awesome. Would you like a film surprise there, Shockwave Prime? Shall I throw you a film surprise? I think it'd be fun. The film surprise is keep an eye on the news regarding Starfleet Academy.
It was canceled.
No, I know. But keep an eye on the news still. See what I'm doing there? There was a very interesting meeting I saw today. Yes, don't give up on it. Starfleet 2. Oh, Dog Holiday's here as well. Look, guys, we got loads to talk about. We do have a hype train. If you can donate, it will go to an animal charity today. There's loads of discounts on, so that'll be amazing to give them as much as possible. The Battersea cats and dogs really do deserve it, and they do. I've seen them do the work, and they will be doing a video. Floyd, you can't ban NetNiv. This is the only stream where NetNiv is the one. If something's echoing there,
there was somebody echoing a minute ago.
Oh, right.
And I can hear myself.
Can you still hear yourself now?
Discord.
Can you still hear yourself? How about now? Now it's gone. Yeah. You can hear yourself. Wow. I haven't changed a single... Okay, then let me do this. Try again. Speak to me, people. On stage. Oh, really? I haven't changed a thing. How odd is that? That's exciting, isn't it? That is exciting. Why am I hearing it like that? Try it again, people. Someone else? Well... It's gone, right? Oh, really? How weird. Yeah, I think Discord is throwing a hissy. Let me change some Discord settings. It should be good on Twitch, right? Yes, people? It echoes if your Discord and Twitch at the same time. Is there an echo on Twitch? Grimscott, you say yes. Thank you, people. Thank you. We will sort this. No echo. No, it's good on Twitch. Okay. Discord people, stand by. Things are going to fail, and then I'll bring it back. While I still keep talking on Twitch and seeing how things are going. Yeah, I should be back, and then I'm twitching things around. Hello, Discord people. Try it now. How weird. Interesting. What is Discord sending that's really exciting? That's not good. Take that off. Take this off. Okay, try it now. There's no way. Great. Fantastic. We have solved it, ladies and gentlemen. That deserves a hype train upgrade. Yeah, exactly. That is... what's that, sorry? Sorry? Wait, so Twitch is now failing? Ah. How about now? Speak.
Smashing.
Okay, that's not going. Okay, stand by. Try it now. That is definitely... It's going to Twitch. Yep. We all happy, people? It sounds like we are happy. Yeah, they... I can see the levels. Okay. Whoa. Everyone, let's take a deep breath. Okay, people, just give me a second while we try and fix this hellhole that I've got here. Ah, I see. If I do this and then that gets removed. Now speak, you should definitely appear on Twitch.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you're appearing on Twitch. Okay, great. There it is. Yes,
Okay.
and I'm talking to myself. Right, let's begin with the show. Sorry if it's echoing on Twitch. Sorry, on Discord, you've got to come on Twitch. And Dominus Prime with another 5, keeping the hype train going. All good now. Thank you, Sparkies. Thank you, people. Let me tell you the first news. We do have Babu Sise from Alien Earth confirmed to come onto the show. Timings will be in 3 weeks' time, might be earlier. He's currently filming House of the Dragon to whatever the King of the Thing Part 2 that he's on. And then he will jump on to Zoom and we will have him here. I need the people that are associate producers. Tavi Mosa says there's ads up. Well, everyone should be subscribed by now. You'd hope so. You are talking to us. You are Nigel only VOTP. It's all right.
Can Twitch not hear us? Because I thought they could.
They can.
I heard myself when I was listening.
Yeah. You can,
No, Twitch can hear you.
Yeah.
Twitch can hear you.
It's
I'm
just-
listening to both.
Yeah. Everything's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything's fine. I'm going to wait till the ads finish. If you keep an eye on it from me, Netniv, and MJ Hat, and then we can take it from there.
Yeah.
But while you guys are here in the ads, Babu Sise will be joining us, Alien Earth. So if you like Alien Earth, the series, Babu Sise and Mobarel. I am not cursed. No, I'm not cursed. Those are the two that's joining us. We have Archie Reno from Alien the Film joining us as well. So base your questions only on those things. They're not allowed to talk outside their NDAs about any various other things that they have there. And finally, Chris Pine will be joining us as well. So that'll be a nice little array. Jay Gnakni, 1980, which is a great year to be born. Thank you very much for the subscription. And I see the fake whalers only? See fake? Oh. That's a very interesting person to have on the stage. Ban them, please. Let's remove them, Netniv. Remove them now. Thank you and goodbye. See ya. We don't like insults. Chris Pine. Now we're talking. Yeah. He'll be in 3 weeks' time. I will open it up to the associate producers first. You guys get the first dibs on questions. PR looks at that. Then we'll work on the Discord. Right. So here we go. Loads of stuff have happened today. Sup, people? Nice. See how things are going. Okay. Loads of changes today. I'm going to kick off with something quite controversial, I think. And Divine brings it up. 200 Vgers was too hard to go auto-grind any other hostile, which is very, very sad, Divine. I don't think there's any controversy. I just think that what they've done is they made the grind easier, right? I get it, Divine, that it's a little bit silly to make it as easy as it was. However, it's to help the other player base. Remember, there's other sets of people in this community as well that are struggling. I wouldn't mind going to the G6 players first before we go to the big dogs. MJ Hat, what do you think of the changes to the Vger hostiles?
Honestly, and I know that this is not everybody's opinion,
That's
I feel like that you can still go and do your Vger grind if that's what you want to do. Having another option is not a bad thing. Granted, you're not going to get the currency from the hostiles if you go and kill FKRs, for example. You're not going to be able to do those pulls for like Syndicate. That was George. You banned George. In any case, the idea is, I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's
Yeah.
it's a good change. But I'm still going to go kill Vgers. I'm sure a lot of you guys are still going to go kill Vgers.
Yeah.
Because that's what we should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Netniv, unban him. George, if you write a comment like that again, I will ban you from everywhere else. It's just, I'm here, supportive. So, Rizzbreaker, I think the bioship was okay. The change was fine, but the heroic should have stayed with the old scoring. Okay, fair enough. Do you feel like there were too many hostiles to kill? Netniv, what do you think? You're probably busy doing stuff. Killer Angel, I'd love to hear from you, Killer Angel. What do you think about this change to Echoes of the Vger? What do you think, buddy?
Well, the changes are good. I'm completely with MJ on this, and there are a lot to kill either way. So
Yeah. There's still a lot to kill. You still get the loot. And also, you'd kill the Vgers because you want the loot, right? So I don't think it's changed anything. It just gave you, while you're doing your dailies, you've hit a couple of points and you've made the SMS. So Divine, I don't know what you think about that, but I think, we sure all need the 30k Syndicate XP. Well, it's more than that. If you get the 45k pull, Divine, why change the Heroic and the SLB? Okay, we can send that back as feedback, Divine. I've been asked to do, though. All right. Mufasa is here, MJ Hat, you're okay. Sandra, I think the change is what the majority player base needed to be able to play in the event, even though it's no longer much about the Vgers, and killing Vgers is still good for the other two chess or ship parts and Syndicate, which is great. Nerds. Hey, Lum. Lube is in the house. I did try and call Lube later on. I was going to tell him, surprise, Lube, the thing that you thought was impossible happened. I'm just going to say that to you, and I'll leave you with that. But the artifacts bait off the SMS. I see, Divine. But the SMS means that everyone can get the artifact, right? And I think it's fair. Artifact's not based on loot, but the loot is the additional stuff, so you don't have to do it. But what it does, it gives people a chance to finish it. Remember, Divine, not everyone is as dedicated as all of us in this game, and some people need a bit of relief. And Sniper, from a G7 point of view, what do you think?
I mean, if we're talking specifically the change around adding additional Vger options, I mean, it doesn't really affect me as a G7 player because I'm going out there and I'm grabbing the loot. I mean, I'm also going to be killing the regular hostiles. So either way, it's a pretty neutral change from my perspective. But for players that were struggling with these hostiles, I could see it as a fairly welcome change, especially if they're less inclined to care about the particular hostile loot, but more want to go just for the artifact.
Yeah, Callie Misted said, I can at least participate now with the changes before I couldn't. So that shows, guys, we are thinking about it too much on the high end. I get it. I saw Potts say something on Viper stream, really good stream, by the way. You should go and watch that. Potts mentioned that he was thinking people have nerfed it, but I just think that it's now giving more players an opportunity. So those 55s, 56s, 57s that are struggling have now, are able to kind of contribute towards it and be able to score and do something. So Kali Mastad, very, very good suggestion, which is absolutely awesome in every way possible. Afternoon, Brian, how you doing? Riskbreaker, same, doesn't matter being a G7. Grimscott said doesn't make a difference for G7, but great change for 5 to 6. I agree. Might as well remove the specialty hostiles. Well, no, Divine. Divine, 53 can hit a 59. Only people struggling are G7. We're not struggling, Divine. I can tell you that from the private server sort of point of view. Hey, nuts, cheering, and we're there with the hype train. We finished at just getting over level 8 tonight. Thank you very much. That will go to Battersea Cats and Dogs. We will obviously do marbles in later on in that. Thank you very much, people, for your contribution. It's always appreciated. And I just think, Divine, we need to think of it from both ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, the G7s are not really struggling. Yes, Sniper, they're harder, but to be honest with you, I'm still killing 6 billion hostiles or whatever it is that I've got to kill. Right? And Shockwave Prime, what do you think? You've always got a good rebuttal on this.
I think it's a good change because what do we hear a lot from a lot of the G5, G6 players. I can think of one Vger hostile that they're having trouble with killing, and that's the Silent, not the Silent, the Orions. So if you are then introducing an event to where the loot is important, but oh, by the way, now we have a daily tip, a daily claim that we can get to kind of help out with that. Even if you're not getting the loot for that, you're still getting the pips on those for the Amity loot. Sorry, the Amity loot in the first place. So you're still getting it from that, even if you're not able to go in there and pull the Armada pool or the FT pool or whatever it is you're interested in pulling. So you may be missing out on that part of it, but at least now there's a path to completion. Whereas for some people, even on the challenge tracks, that it's still hard to complete that because you have that those 1-2 days of Vger Orions.
Yeah.
So good change because at least now they're helping us deal with a hostile.
Well, actually, Shockwave Prime, Mad Hatter pointed something out I completely missed. Thank you, Mad Hatter. He says, I went from being in the top 10 of the 8472 SLB to 50th with the addition of the regular hostiles. Ooh, I didn't think of that.
But you still got the SMS, though, right?
Yeah, but the SLB is not doable.
The SLB, you only have to hit... Yeah, you can only hit the hostiles with that, but if you can't kill a hostile, then the point is moot anyway. And there's still several people that can't kill these species hostiles, even though G7 can and upper G6 can. If the argument is solely that certain players like G5, G6 can't complete them, at least now there's a method in order to complete the SMS. Even though you're not competing on the leaderboard, you're still getting that loot that you can use for pulls to help you progress and get parts of that artifact. So it's still all combined. You just may not be getting as much as you want, but at least now there's a path to completion.
Yeah, and CJ Becker said that, she was very frustrated with the increased difficulty to hostiles in this run, and I completely agree. One of my teammates in G6 quit this week because he just can't make meaningful progress. This gives people a chance, I guess, to make meaningful progress in a sort of sense. And but I agree with Divine that they need to there's another adjustment to be made, right? There's another adjustment that needs to be made in the middle there somewhere, so that maybe SLB is only Vger hostiles so that people can still score heavily and encourages people to do it. The SMS, as long as you can complete it with any hostile, would that make it fairer, Divine? So G6 can't hit a G7 Vger, but can hit a normal 71s, no issue. But Divine, so are you saying if they change the SLB, to just Vger only, back to what it was, basically, that's the change we're asking for, right? That's the only thing. And then that would kind of fix that. And Mad Hatter, that would work for you as well? I'm just trying to see what feedback I need to send back. Yeah.
But isn't the SLB already only 8472?
I thought it required hostiles as well. Someone check it for me.
I'm looking at the SLB right now. I only see. Let me see. Hold on.
The SLB is
only see 8472 on the SLB.
Yeah, it's only Vger.
Only Vger. Macca. Mad Hatter, sorry. Where are you, Mad Hatter? Yes, it was Macca that replied. Also,
hey, Nigel, just a thought to throw out here. Maybe there's something to be said. And I don't know if they want to do it because I'm sure they want to encourage people to at least try the 8472 and get more rewarded for that, which was already kind of done by the SLB, assuming it only does that. But maybe there's something to be said for, having the SMS give out some, like not a huge amounts, but maybe some of the currency that the 8472s do. So those players who can only hit the Vgers still get some ability to pull some of those chests, just maybe not full pulls or such like that, but maybe they at least get
Oh.
some of the currency in the estimate.
Yeah, also, Mad Hatter says I'm still scoring the SLB with auto-grinding. Okay, Mad Hatter, that's an error then. Let me sort this out. Panda Pirate, the 76 is coming back. What's it? For Forgotten Sec, the 76 is coming back. I spoke to Evo personally. He is back. He'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be back. George, do you want to jump on the stage and do what you need to do? I can see you that you need to say something, so you might as well get yourself ready. Can you put your hand up, please, so you can join on stage and say what you need to say? Because I have never, ever stopped a single person from talking. Interesting. Yeah, Forgotten Sec, I spoke to Evo. Evo's in my server. I spoke to Evo last few days. We're doing that. Easy as 314. Okay, that's way too complicated, the number. I second that. I am hitting Vgers for loot, even though I don't need them for the SMS, including a single pull of hostile loot would be great. So we'll see how it goes. George, are you coming up? George, it's up to you whether you want to, push my stream to the limit or allow me the opportunity to do so. Guys, I'm going to give George the floor.
I'm just parking. I was trying to get on earlier, but somebody kicked me out.
No, that was on Twitch.
I wanted to talk about the next topic about the field resting.
Okay, yeah. We haven't got to that yet. Just let me get through the Vgers and then I'll get you to that one. That's no problem at all. So the Vgers are there. I just want to know what feedback I'm giving back. So Mad Hatter, if they fix the SLB so that your hostile scoring doesn't count, because apparently you can still score auto-grinding in the Transigen, then that fixes this. But you can hit up massively on normal, so no point hitting Vger. I see what you're saying, Divine, to do that. Okay, Divine, what is your solution? Hey, CDB to you, how you doing? Rizzbreaker says, if you don't hit the bioships, then you shouldn't get the loot. This is supposed to be a gear check. Now they've changed it. I hope they don't change future iteration. Flossie says, Nigel, can we get them to make sure that certain level systems only have certain level of hostiles? I'm with you. Not several, e.g. 68, 71s. It's so honestly, Flossie, I completely agree with you. It is the most annoying thing I did. Zedacron, jump on, buddy.
There's a little bit of like a double-edged sword with this auto grind and including all the hostiles for scoring. First off, the outposts. Okay, outposts. Sure, the hostiles there give points. So if your ship's gonna be locked down for 6-7 hours, give them some chance to score. I could see that. But keep in mind the big prize for this thing, in my opinion, is that artifact. So, and that's an outpost artifact. It's got nothing to do with Vger itself. So this is something that I think is needed, but there does need to be some editing involved. Like, I don't think sitting there being able to grind Texas hostiles with the Monovine or whatever the case may be for auto grind should count. Likewise with augment and transigen. If you're going out actively hitting something, sure. Let it count. But auto grind, no, that's just being lazy. I'm sorry.
No, I completely agree. Okay, but this is the point of it. It's to show the different variations of what people think. The amount of Vger you have to kill, the rewards could be better. Other than Ilya merged with Vger, I'm thinking this Vger event series is a way they can give future artifacts to us. So we just have to work for them. Yeah. I think that's a good idea, Jeff Games. I just think 20 points on Vger bioships is more realistic, so any other hostile gives normal points, but it's the Vger event. So that what you're saying, Divine. I like that suggestion. If people like that suggestion where it's like quite heavily gone towards it, then I think that's something that we can put forward to the team to do so. And that would be interesting. Okay, Divine, leave it with me. Obviously, you won't change it instantly, but we'll put that. We've got loads of official CCs here as well, who I'm sure will be helping in putting that feedback. Would be great. So like a 10-point difference, Divine. So it's like 10 times more. And then it still gives people in the lower level able to do the SMS, and then the SLB becomes that. Kali Masted said, on top of the loot max mixture, in my opinion, helps to continue without going over. Auto grinders hit the daily max with less points anyway. Sure, yeah, good point. 2 points is just one for a level hostile. And Lube says that he will be helping in this, regardless what you said. Lube, you told me, I have an official recording of you saying you would help with everything. Killing Vger is two times the point, but if we make it even more so that people are definitely going for it. By that same argument, the SMS shouldn't have changed as it is the Vger event, as the hostiles themselves. If the player didn't speed through ops levels, it's manageable and easily done. Yeah, exactly. And Lum just dissed Lube. Wow, what a moment. I love this. Sorry, I missed that invite to speak on the stage. We'll see how that works. Oh, and George, again, let me jump on there. Okay, Brian Racer, what would you like to say, buddy?
Nigel, since you brought up artifacts, are we ever going to get back to see where temporal disruptors actually get used? Or are all these artifacts going to be just a nickel and dime every single arc until you finally get them maxed?
Oh, yeah, dude, they don't go back. I mean, I don't know if they're listening. I'm sorry if I laughed, but to be honest with you, yeah, if we can use them again, amazing, but there's no chance. They've already have a button where you can convert all. There's a reason for that. So I doubt that it will do so, but who knows? You could be lucky and it could open the door. It's just like, just it's madness. Loop, stop it.
Well, I mean, now even, when you got to level 8 or 9 or 10, they are.
You're cutting up quite a lot, buddy. It's very hard to hear. You're cutting up quite a lot. It's very hard to hear. A level 9, 10. I will just text it to me when you get in better reception. We'll get you back on. But that's what we should do with the VR. So do we state that Scopely should bend for players that are too far ahead on their power and just nerfs the game? No, Mufasa. I think that I think there's a balance. Lancelot, did anyone else imagine Nigel holding his pinky to his mouth every time he said 50 million? Hey. What did I say last week? I'm just going to state it once. I said, what would be amazing in COTA, what exactly? It's recorded. I said, I think Zephram Cochrane should be the officer. Why do you think I said those words? Then I went and we messaged, obviously, the CMs and whatever, and they did an unbelievable job, and they were like, oh. And when I saw the announcement, that's when I put the pinky to my mouth and went, ha, 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 ha. Zephram Cochrane is in there. Forgotten Sex says they could move artifacts that aren't selling well into temporal disruptors. They have a bunch that they haven't sourced yet and aren't due to anyone. That makes sense. Beached Well, I know you want to jump on. I can always hear your background noise. Jump on, buddy.
There is no background noise. I'm using my headset.
Oh,
so
really?
It's not me this time.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
I think that was Shockwave. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's always Shockwave.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Go on.
So I just want to say one thing about the ships and doing the Voyager species. And, I really push this on my alliance all the time.
Okay.
Officers first, research second, ships third.
Yeah.
I can kill 50, 74s with my Vengeance per hull, and nobody else on my server can do it. Not even the one whale who has more power than me, even though he hides it. Because they don't focus on their officers.
Okay.
And people push too much for this. I got to advance my ops level. I got to get this ship, and I got to clear it up as fast as possible. But if you don't do the rest of the work, you're going to struggle. The game's not about keeping up with the Joneses. It's being the best you can be at the ops you're at. If you're 61, don't try and rush to get 63 to get that UNC. Make sure you're ready for it. Because if you don't, it's just like anything else. If you go too fast, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
And maybe it's worthwhile for players to say, you know what? Do I really need to advance? Is one ops level going to change the game for me in any superior way? It's not. Take your time, enjoy the friendships you build here. That's what this game is about. It's not about what Scopely's doing. We all hate Scopely.
Yeah, true.
It's about our about our friendships, and do that rather than focusing too much on what you can't do. But focus on the right things in the game.
Yeah, and Beachwell, Panda Pirate's asking for your crew setup. He's very excited because Panda Pirate is Mr. Officer himself. Literally Mr. Officer. So,
Yeah, I don't think there's any officers Panda doesn't have.
I might have passed him in crew level. I'm not sure.
Oh, what? Panda Pirate, we have heard it now. You have been
I
changed.
highly doubt it. I highly doubt I have. But it's getting closer.
Yeah, exactly. We would love to see the crew set up on the Vger channel if you get a chance, Dicklow, just so that everyone's got it. Captain Chris Bike says, I think for all future setups, they shouldn't be so exclusionary that players can't participate. The idea of allowing peeps to score, killing maybe 2 levels down from their ops, but takes more to accomplish SMS. I think that help preserves the need to acquire ARC chosen benefits whenever that cruise ship might be. Crew level 8k, exactly. Forgotten Sex of the glove has been thrown. The spray paint, I need more officer XP to max all the officers, Brian says. Main Ray says, with the change to the Vger scoring double, I can see the heroic SMS with 1 hull, which is lovely, as an Ops 56. There you go. Megan Ree, if you can jump into our Discord and be part of it, I'd love to have you there. I'm trying to get more 50s and so on and so forth. So if you've got any friends that want to jump in, that's amazing because there's a lot of 50 stuffs coming soon. I did see Borada Welsh Warlock. Just give me a second. I need to say something in Welsh. Borada Welsh Warlock. Do you hear that? Borada? Teen Hapus? Teen Hapus, everyone's like, what is he saying? Even NetNiv doesn't know. Teen Hapus, yeah, Welsh Warlock. Scobly doesn't need to worry about new artifact that is worthless for a LAT, G6 and G7. Anyone else close to finishing the away teams. Welsh Warlock, there you go. I throw you a little bit of... No, Lum, you can't unsubscribe. Yeah, Nigel's having a stroke. Borada in Welsh means hello, how are you? And Teen Hapus, are you well? What do you think? The 55s aren't below the spenders. That's, yeah, exactly. The majority. So Welsh Warlock, what ops level are you as well, buddy? Boronda. Wait a minute, Divine, you're Welsh? You're not Welsh. 72. All right, Welsh Warlock, that's well, it's good. Well, good advice there as well, buddy. Well, always good to have it. So that Vger setup, no, Borada is good morning. Yeah, I know. Borada, good morning. Or how you doing? How you doing early in the morning? Nosta. Yeah, we're all trying to learn Welsh here. This is what turned to STFC Briefings, the Welsh edition. So with the Welsh edition, there's only one person that can speak to us in Welsh, and that is Sniper. Sniper, let's move on. Let's see how it is. The Vgers have done Araf Dinas. Yes, Sniper, your Welsh word of the day, please.
Good luck with that.
It's just, come on, Sniper. I thought you were continental in every way. No?
Oh man, I you know, the funny thing is, I've actually been there, but I cannot. I've been to Lawland Fair, La Goshen, whatever town I cannot pronounce.
No, double L is.
I almost had it.
Yeah, so Llandailo and Llandofri is where you went to, and Llandog, which are all close to each other near Swansea. So yeah, so that's yeah. So you went to the places.
That'd be my worst word of the day.
Ascendancy is trying to type the really long name, which is I think is quite funny. What do you guys think about these field rations? I've got loads of answers, by the way. All these rations, field rations, and the elite token monthly changed away from the field rations. Just to be clear, the emergency rations area will not have the monthly tokens, but the monthly tokens will still be available to be purchased. Just so I'm clear, it's only getting removed from there, but they're adding sort of the stuff that they do. Will they do? Yes, they will, Ascendancy. I've got it confirmed. And also, the other thing to be aware of, the currency will change. As far as I read it right, I don't know if I read it wrong. It's one of the, oh my God. Someone sent me a joke saying my Welsh is rare bit. That is terrible. That is absolutely diabolical in every way. I love a terrible joke. So the emergency field rations, mute yourself. The emergency field rations are being updated to give players more control with higher resources and quantities, with twice daily claims and the ability to choose specific rewards. So the elite reward chips are replaced with a field ration choice. So your elite rewards are replaced, not removed, and then with field ration choice. So they're not disappearing from the store if you wish to buy monthly tokens. The field rations tokens and syndicate XP rewards increasing. The increase of syndicate made me laugh. I don't know if it made anyone else laugh. It really did. It went from 1,125 to dumb 3,000. Yeah.
Which, if you have a look in the Mirror faction store, the Section 31 store,
yeah.
If you look in there, that is the lowest you can buy of Syndicate, and costs you 2k of tokens, I believe.
Yes.
So it's a pull that most people don't bother with because it's just not even worth it. But the Mirror version in that same thing gives you 7 or 10k, I think.
Yeah,
A lot more.
3k when I need 22 million for the whole level. Jeff Games says, and you can get 7,500 net niv. So basically, net niv, are you going to pull the 3,000 syndicate?
Well, I did in the past use it, but then I figured that the shows that the max rewards once I hit G5, G6 were a lot better for me. In G4, it was in I did use it for some of the rep. Because obviously the syndicate rep is lower there, so getting it up a level takes less. But even so in G4, it still doesn't really move it a lot.
No, exactly. Candid Onion says new players might pull it. Welsh Warlock says I pull it. I have nothing else to spend those credits on. Yeah, I'm with you, Welsh. I do the same. Jim PI low ops will pull it as they have no other options. True. Okay, so that's the increase in rewards. The daily reward chips will remain in the field ration store until the 23rd. That currency might change. If I were you, I'd spend all you've got from the all the way till May 14th, if I believe rightly, it'll still be there. The new field ration rewards and increased syndicate rewards will be added to the store. The previous elite daily reward bundles will remain for an additional 3 weeks until May 14th, after which they'll be removed from the faction store. Overall, the rewards are shifting towards higher value, more intentional resources and materials. You see how I said that with passion? Did I sell it to anybody? I'm trying my best here.
If you say it with conviction, it means it's true.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
There you
Shockwave,
go.
you're excited, aren't you? You're like, I'm pulling in the 3. Okay, Maca riddle up, so you just ruined it. We need a slider for field rations. Brian, absolutely agree. Something we can ask for now. Ricardo says, I've asked Hammy what happens to field rations we have, whether they get exchanged or lose them. And your answer is, I believe that there's new currency for the new ones. I want to believe in you, Obama cynic. Hey, Simon says, I ain't selling this. It's like, it is what it is. It's like you get stuff in. Captain Palmer, subscribe with Farm. Thank you very much, buddy. And NetNiv does that.
I believe you could still use it for the new. It reads there, after April 21st, if you still have it, you could use it for your new syndicate and for the trids and Sigma trids and all that.
Yeah, so the way I've read it, the emergency rations aren't changing. It's just what you're going to get with them is changing. So the left-hand pull that you normally have for mats now is going to be more split up, so you can choose between one of the 3 mats. Would love to see it even more split up so that you could actually decide which of the things you can get. Because, for example, I want lots of trip, but I also want gas.
Yeah,
and
so
I can't do that.
Yeah, on Twitch, it's available on screen, just so we can see it. Select specific resources, choose materials that best align with your current progression needs. I like the fact you have a choice of Par Steel, Sigma Par Steel, and or Tritanium, Sigma Tritanium and Crystal, and Dilithium and Sigma Dilithium and Gas. So you have a choice. I like that choice. I want to see how much is in it. I swear to God, Sniper, if I see one rare G7, I'm just gonna scream. Like if it's like in single
it's gonna be
figures,
0.5 for you.
Yeah.
0.5.
I will be like,
you might not see any you might not see any rare. I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like, but I should sure hope it's going to be a decent amount.
Well, isn't the emergency ration for Oopsie? This is a comp chest, right? The emergency ration is when we have a comp, they give us comp. So they should be giving us a lot more syndicate rep because the last 3 Oopsie chests, comp chests, they gave us no efficiency. tokens. They just gave us what they were saying I'm sorry for.
Yes, it says here, I'm highlighting something quite interesting. It says claim twice daily, access to rewards twice every 24 hours, which means you can pull it twice. Earn higher volumes, received increased amount of these materials compared to the previous system. Select specific resources, choose the materials would best align with that.
Yeah, so this is interesting, actually, Nigel, because if you think about it, right, like right now, there is no actual restriction, as far as I know, in terms of cooldowns on the chests that currently exist in the emergency field ration, right? But there is a cooldown on if you pull the tokens for the the monthly resources. There's a cooldown for that. Although we generally speaking get and then towards the middle of the month we get the main one and a bonus one. So functionally you are able to do it twice a day currently, not starting from the beginning of the month. So it depends on when you do it exactly.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You are able to do it. So I think the key is going to be in the numbers, right?
Yes.
Like, is this going to be, as if I'm only getting one resource, am I getting as much as I would get of the 3 resources by pulling the monthly token chest, right?
Yeah.
Like that, the one that you get from emergency rations now, like that's going to be the tell, right? If you will.
Yeah.
Am I going to get that?
Yeah, and also the transition period is the key here. It doesn't say there's a currency change, as I can read it. Does anyone read the currency change anywhere?
Oh no, I read it as a currency change.
I read it as a currency change.
You read it as a currency change. Yeah, great.
Yeah, because if they're discontinuing one system and implementing another, then by default that constitutes a currency change. It's now, like Sniper was saying, it's how they operate that, because right now Sniper is right. When you go to the EFRs, there's no there's no cooldown, but when you move forward to what now are the elite daily chips, you do have a cooldown, and as you said, you get toward the middle of the month and you get two pulls. So what'll be interesting is to see how they substitute and put in that higher value per pull, because they're taking out Latinum as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of push that all together, where you're just getting one one resource, and see what number they end up as a value. This is one change I actually don't hate when I'm reading it.
Yeah.
When I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. Now let's see if they can execute it. And we all know Scopely, they write something down, sometimes they hook you. You're like, wow, this looks really cool. And then when they implement it, you're disappointed. So this is once again one of those things where, as I read it, I'm okay with it. It's just, will they implement it correctly, or what does it look like when it's implemented? And that's going to be the trick.
Yeah, I'll let MJ.
Yeah, and Nigel.
Yeah, go on.
If you look right on the paragraph, like up above, like the first question, right?
Yeah.
Like, so when we look at where it says field ration choice rewards, right? So that's where I'm taking it to be, like it's going to be like a field ration choice token, or tokens that you're going to get. And the way I kind of read this is it's functionally going to be another iteration of choice tokens like we get for Battle Pass, right?
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be the same ones, and the chest might not be the same, but it's going to be the same idea, right? Like we have like the chest that has, the par steel and the ore, and we have the chest that has the trit and the crystal, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be that same pattern. Will the amounts be the same or not? And how will that translate from, how many emergency field rations you have? Like that is what we have yet to know. As Shockwave mentioned, we're optimistic, but we don't know what that's going to look like.
Yeah, just to be clear, and what's it called? Shiz is right, and some people are right here. There is no currency change at the moment. Field ration currency isn't changing. What you're buying with field ration changing by adding the choice tokens and removing the March tokens. Yeah, I agree with you, Riskbreaker. So just be clear, someone did a mock-up. We're just getting stuff added into the oopsie center, and then they're removing one thing from the oopsie center and adding 3 things to the oopsie center, as far as I'm aware. And and someone did a mock-up of that, which is actually quite good, that you have done, which that's been done as well. MJ Hat would like to jump in here. MJ Hat, the oopsie center. Yeah, exactly, Brian. MJ Hat, what would you like to say, buddy?
Yeah. Let me just state this very clearly, because I'm seeing both Twitch and Discord chat at the same time, as I normally do. I'm trying to follow all the conversations, and multiple people are still kind of confused. No, the emergency field rations themselves, they are not changing. What you can buy is changing.
Yes.
The fact that they have removed LAT is my biggest thing. And I know it's not that much LAT in the grand scheme of things to a lot of folks, but for someone at my level, at my spending amount, which is very minimal, it is a big source of latinum for me. There are multiple, okay, so I know that it's not the only one. Until we know exactly what's going to be on the other side of these tokens, exactly how many resources and mats we're going to be receiving per pool, there's really no way to judge this until we see the data.
Exactly. And CJ Becker brings a good point. She says, are they separating mats and RS? They're not. It's still combined as we've always had them. Imagine it like the Darbo wheel, right? You remember the Darbo wheel where you get that minus the officers? That's pretty much what you're going to get. You'll pull it. Hopefully it's not a chance. Hopefully it's a guarantee. Then at least you could go, hey, I need so much Sigma trait, Forgotten Sec. So much Sigma trait. That it's going to be amazing. Lum says he remembers Darbo girls. Does that count? They're Darbo women, Lum.
So about needing Sigma trait, I'm going to derail us for a split second.
Oh no!
Did you guys see the new 99.99 specialty ship pulls for the 20 days?
It looks amazing.
That's a 6.8 million Sigma trait total for our 99.99. 6.8 million. You get 3.4 of that immediately, and the other 3.4 over the coming days, over the next 20 days. So that is, I have to say, we've been up here talking about value on $100 packs, and whereas traditionally Scopely is valued, at least for G7 and upper G6, around 1.7 million times 2, because you get the actual, and then you get the token version of it as well, so you double it. It's been 3.4 around that area for a while. Then now they're doubling this or doubling that, and now I may be tempted a little bit more to engage in that kind of thing.
Oh, that's good.
Because now they're adding value back. And then, Sniper in my event came back this week, Conqueror's Dive. I pushed that button to the max again. So that's another great value event for G7 players.
Yeah.
So we're seeing them add some of this value that we've been up here saying for forever.
Yeah.
We're seeing them now add these particular value bundles, and it's making a lot of sense now that, and I'm not sure if anyone else saw this too, but the other big change that they made, the station pack that comes now with, I think, 5,200 G7 materials. And like I said, this is a minor change. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I realize it's a minor change, but a month ago, G7 materials were 1,200 across the board. So now they're saying that G7, they're saying that G7 station pack is 5,400 uncommon material.
Yeah.
So divide that by 2, you're getting around 2,450 now of each one. So they're starting to open up a little bit that faucet that we've been talking about. And sure, it's not there yet, but it's a step in the right direction.
Hold on, I want to counter that.
Yeah, go on.
Go
ahead.
The 1,200 was rare materials, not uncommon.
For me, I don't see the rare. For me, it's just uncommon for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let me
every once in a while we'll get 1,200 rare, but generally it's 700 rare. Yeah. And I don't have a single pack in my store that has more than 4 million Sigma trait. I don't know where you're seeing stuff with 6.8.
So on the are you seeing the pack? So to be clear, it's the pack for the Excelsior Dauntless and the help me out here. The other
The
ship that
Squall.
they did.
It is
The Squall.
Squall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
So thank
have
you.
they
So you're
have 2
doing,
million raw and 2 million in tokens for me,
and
not
then
6.8 total.
Yeah.
So for me,
Beach, if you go to the to your event store, in addition to what's in the pack, you get 20 pulls from the event store.
Gotcha.
So if you add that to it, that's where it comes from.
There we go.
Yeah. So you're getting that great amount of Sigmatrit. And then, like I said, Beach, for me as an Op 72, I'm only seeing the uncommon. So your thing about the rare is probably right. But from an uncommon perspective, for getting those materials, they're starting to, like I said, it's not where it needs to be, but they are opening up that faucet a little bit more to where now, instead of getting 2,400
and I have a counter on
materials,
that.
now they're getting
Well,
500.
Guys,
Hold on, George.
I will choose the people. Just give me a second because I can hear the excitement. Let's go Beach 12, then we'll go George. Go ahead, Beach.
So the only thing I'm going to say is that really a value when the pack does absolutely nothing for me other than the trit and the mats? I don't need the ship parts. I don't need the specialty part stuff. Is it really a value, or is it just another way to make me think it's a value when it's really not? Which I'm going with the latter.
Okay, George.
So I'm gonna go with McShizzle with it. Shockwave. Sorry, you guys are just talking about the packs. Yes, Copley is making a little bit better for the packs, but for the average player, majority of us don't buy packs every day, and that's why maybe I shouldn't say what I said earlier in Twitch. I've been saying for a couple weeks and everything, Copley's been doing better efficiency. We're crying about we need efficiency. Copley throws out efficiency. They're not helping out with resource payout. They're not giving better payouts for SMS grinding. They're giving more spending events, more new stuff events. Yes, us who wants to spend money, we could spend money, we get something. A lot of us just don't care even about the rewards. But majority of the players, about 80% of players, do look at how to grow what they get. Majority out of rewards through SMS grinding or something. Payouts now, we don't get them at Sigma. We're all hoarding so much regular resources, but they give us a very tiny of a draining refinery every day or every 12 hours. Instead of they increasing their economy, they don't. They're punishing majority, unless you spend a lot of money, they're just punishing us of growth.
Slightly disagree. Just give it a few weeks. Right, and let me explain why, right? They have done something that's really huge. They have announced things way ahead of time. Usually, these announcements... So sorry, Shockwave Prime, just mute yourself because I'm hearing that echo. Usually, you would not get this information 3 weeks in advance, 2 weeks in advance. Thank you, Scopely. Yes. Commend you for doing this. That's the first thing, right? First thing, thank you for telling us way ahead because now we can give you our feedback. So before it comes, you can make a decision. And you can't say that it's not good anymore. Secondly, Curly Bracket says, I think this change will have a bigger hit on the new free-to-play account, not letting them advance as quickly if or when Scopely makes a mistake. I think this has the potential to be better for higher ops and spenders so they can decide the materials and RS they want to get, and removal of the lat source will make no difference to moderate spenders. So our feedback is, Curly Bracket, correct me if I'm wrong, it would be good to have that lat reinserted, right? So if you're listening, I'm going to put this in a summary, and I'm going to put it in as well in there. We would like to get that as well. Ricardo says, yeah, ahead info is great for actual gameplay and strategy. I completely commend them for all these announcements that are way ahead of time. Strangely, if you watch Dr. Iron Chef's stream, I said, what happens if you just tell us everything and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. So I'm not taking 2 out of 2, but I thought it was quite funny. But people can then make decisions. Curly Bracket, I still think that the lat's the only problem. I still think free-to-play are going to actually progress because they can choose which things they want from it, which might make a difference. You might get more trit one day because you want to go there. You want to do other trit in other days, and so on. And it sounds like they're changing the elite, the elite tokens a little bit as well. And they're going to be a little bit more substantial because it sounds like after March, those things will have an economy boost. It sounds like they're looking economy boost for everything. So now that the packs are getting more stuff, imagine if you buy your monthly tokens, you have a chance to get more of that. Arkarum Janice says, as a free-to-play, wanted the elite... let me see. I'm going to read your messages fully. You wrote, I would appreciate the communication better if they weren't changing comps after not comping issues for the month. As a free-to-play, want the elite token specifically for the lat and speed-ups, not the materials. Okay, well, who knows that they won't comp you for stuff yet? Like, there are key fixes they haven't fixed yet, right? Outposts is one. Once that happens, there's got to be some sort of comp. I'm just telling them there's got to be some sort of comp. Sorry, you ain't letting me say anything else but that. You need to hand a comp after that. Dauntless wants that fix, another comp. Surges wants that fix, another comp. And then GS31 and Beam for the Cube, we don't know. We don't know yet, but there haven't been any communication surrounding giving us comps. Arkarim, you've come to the right place because we, as part of this thing and what we do, and we got loads of players in the private server, we know some sort of variations of comps are potentially, there and available. So the CMs will be working hard to make that happen. This is why this is the place to voice your opinion, because as a player, you're voicing your opinion. In fact, you could say that you are a voice of a player. See what I did there, huh? Sales pitch there, MJ? Oh, you like that one. Huh?
Smooth, very smooth.
Thank you. You are a voice of a player. And Advark has what went anti-Scopely, and of course we'll read that. But Divine says outposts, login issues, scoring issues, etc. Still no comp. I know, because they haven't been fixed. What they like to do, rightly or wrongly, they like to fix the thing, assess the damage, then give you a comp, rather than do it the opposite way, which is what we as players prefer. Everything goes down. You give us a comp until you fix it, right? Smooth as sandpaper. Well, I give it to her. There are many voices of players in the room. Exactly, curly bracket. Yours as well, which is very valuable. And the reason I read out your statement is because I'm going to put it in a summary when I send the report in, like I do when it comes to when I finish these things. I send a report to a CM. The CM still passes it on. TCB Hawks would like a Mantis comp, and I can tell you right now that's never going to happen. But they come out that we're changing compensation systems, so can't pay out yet. No, they can pay it out. The comp loot is the loot itself to buy stuff will not change. All you do is you just wait for those boxes to appear, right? How about when it takes a long time to fix? Here's a comp for not working. Once fixed, here's a comp for having issues. I agree. Dog Holiday wants a Tal comp. That's never going to happen. I know you love Tal. Beach Well, you would like to say something? You jumping in, buddy?
I think Shizzle got it. My big question was, some of these things have been broken for 6+ months now.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Scopely's, hey, let's not do a comp until after we fix it, is more of getting out of having to give us a comp that makes up for 6 months worth. So, we fixed it. Here you go. Here's a little comp.
Yeah.
No, we should be getting something monthly.
Yeah.
Hey, this has been broken all month. Here's a comp for the last month.
Yeah, no, true. I mean, the Mantis is the funniest comp of all time. Brian says, are we anywhere near a fix for the Dauntless, Surges, Outpost, Lag, Hostiles, etc.? I do believe they have attempted a Dauntless fix, but they haven't announced it because they had to test it. Believe it or not, they tested it. They tested it on some servers. I don't know if it worked. It sounds like it almost was there or very close. So hopefully once they do more releases of those things, that'll be amazing. But the one thing I've said to them, and I'm going to say it on my platform as well, I think, and I hope everyone agrees here, if they said, hey guys, we're trying to fix the Dauntless, so what we're going to do is we're going to release a patch. It may work, it may not work, but let us know your feedback regarding this. And thank you very much for this. Here is 1,000 field ration tokens for your help in helping us fix this, right? If you got that message, you wouldn't get upset. You'd go, yeah, I'll test the Dauntless. I get 1,000 field rations. Thank you very much. And you feel like you're part of a team. And then they go, hey, guys, Dauntless did not work at this time. We did try with that patch. Here you go. We tried another patch. Thanks for your patience. Here's another 1,000 field ration tokens. Look how small I'm giving you as well. Do you mind helping us and giving us feedback on this fix, which will go live at 4 o'clock your time? Boom. Straight away. People get excited. And then people get behind that. Everyone then goes, I love this game. I want to help you in this game. I just think the people do that. Dr. Iron Chef is cheering for the first time in his life. And Dr. Iron Chef, we love you. You are the godfather of that. I said that on Dr. Iron Chef's stream, which is, I believe if they include us in the fix, like they've done with the communications, I think, well, it's not bribery to ignore the problems, but what it is saying, can you help us fix this? Because we'd rather fix it in a real testing environment, and we're giving you a little bit of something for us to help. And we're going to do it for 24 hours. Let us know your feedback, right? Here's an event for surges. Here's a Dauntless fix. If it doesn't work, we do apologize, but here's 1,000 field rations. Right? Simple and that.
Well, let's stop short of saying everyone's going to love the game again, because that's just the start of it.
Yeah, exactly. Shockwave Prime will continue to hate this game in every way possible. No, he loves it. He loves it. That's why we're here. Captain Chris Mike says, I think a thing for future setups is they should not be so exclusionary to players can't participate. Oh, yeah, I've already read that, Captain. I think it helps preserve the need to acquire ARC chosen benefits when the research. Yeah, I've read that already earlier, which is great. Thank you. I've had CMs give me Armada starts for testing Armadas for them. I've tested it for them. Yeah, I've tested a few things. I've tested Armada open starts. I've tested a few things and stuff, and I got smashed in every way possible. Viol says they could just they could fix everything today, and it will be 6 to 12 months before players start to trust them again. I agree. But I'm trying to jump on their communication bandwagon and say, hey guys, do this, because this is important. Do you know what I mean? Like, help me fix it. People will get more into it. You get something in return. You feel like you're part of it, because it's all about being part of this family of trying to fix this game. And all of us would get involved. Even if they say with Outpost, hey guys, we're throwing you a free Outpost start, right? If you get anything from it, amazing. If you don't, we do apologize. We've initiated a fix. Please, everyone, try one for us tonight. Yeah, help me, help you, Megan Ray. And then it's Meg. It allows everyone to be part of a team, and I think that team aspect would make it much more powerful, and it would allow us to do stuff. So I hope they listen and do that. And Viel's like, show me the money. So Chris Pike says, I got 2 devices going. I mean, my feeling is that if you paid money to get an early access to something and it doesn't work, the least they can, for instance, the Dauntless, they should provide a weekly comp so you can do some pulls as if the ship or mechanic work. What is happening is peeps are just turning out. That's the best case scenario, and not do that. I understand. Yeah, I understand. And I think they should do that, but we'll see what it is. Beachwell says, what you were talking about is what many of us used to do in our industry, technology. You always have some customer you're working with, hey, we're going to implement this fix. We need you to test it. Granted, in my case, had ways to turn fixes on and off for specific mailboxes, tenants. Not everyone, so that helped. But then again, that was good coding behind the scenes. Yes, Sniper.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really actually like your idea. I mean, and of course, I would always, be ready to jump and volunteer to test things if given, free starts for those things, even if they were broken. Because I usually try and do that anyway. But
yeah,
I think it's good, right? We got to come together as a community and try and stuff. And I think if Scopely was transparent about it, as you're mentioning, like people would feel much better about it, right? Certainly if they funded it, right? And I think to Beach Rail's point, and the technology industry which we're in, often. If we need to do that, we might pass the customer some credits to test something, right? So it's pretty common, out there. I mean, even in the gaming industry, it happens all the time, right? They have players test some patch. Often there's a test server and things like that. But I think even people be willing to test things as long as it didn't, cost them, finite resources, right? They'd be more than willing to, to test things. Most part, I mean, not everyone's going to be for it, but I think you can get a lot of people to test things if you did that. And I've always said that for even like new features, right? Like get people interested in a new feature. You release a new feature, like let's say it's at Armada, for example, right? Like the Board Conquer Armada, so let's say, hey, give us, 3, 5, 10 starts, so we can get the hang of it, right? Get used to it, test it out, make sure it's all working. So I think the same thing should be when you essentially fix something, that's almost like introducing a new piece of content, right? Because you now have to go through the process of everyone's got to try it and see if it's working the way that Scopely expects it to work.
Oh, Vuel makes a very good point as well, which is a great credit to NetNiv. It says, it's sad that the only way to get the Dauntless to work is with community mod. I think that every week the Dauntless is broken, Scopely should be making donation to the creators of the mod. NetNiv, would any donations help you in the mod in any way? Genuine question.
Probably. I mean, because it could go towards a Mac to get the Mac version of it, but we're not there yet.
Brilliant. So what we're going to do in STFC Briefings is, starting from after the charity giveaway today, every single subscription and everything like that will be collected and sent to the community mod in one fell swoop as a thank you from the community. And NetNiv won't take no for an answer. I've actually got his address, so he can't change it. So I'll be sending that to him at the end of it. So let's work towards that, people. That's a great idea.
You don't need to.
Brian, no, I don't care what you're saying. It's my stream. Did I hear something in the past few voice players about Treasury going away? No, they announced that the mini Treasury...
Retrieving.
NetNiv has 1 second to say no. He didn't say. I told you. Yeah, exactly. He's got the. They announced the mini treasury was not going to come back, but obviously COTA came back, so I assume the mini treasury is part of the thing. I'm just doing it with a smile because I think that's quite funny. And STFC Data get gifted 1 tier. Wow, thank you very much to whoever got the tier to help us. Send NetNiv 3 pence a month. Yeah, done. Welsh Warlock will send him 3, what's it called? Pounds or pence. Yeah, I don't think they do them anymore. Tested the spacebar and surges for Dauntless and it worked. Sniper's super happy. That's why NetNiv is an official content creator as well, because his tool does help the game. In a sort of sense, Scopely are donating to him, I guess, ish. Indirectly, some, fudgy, widgy way. I believe NetNiv needs the SFC source codes to make the biggest difference to the mod. I agree, Advark. Hopefully he's working on it. I know, but that was working surges. Why are you talking about NetNiv's tool? Because his tool is tiny. NetNiv has a lovely tool. That's disgusting. Okay, we will not be talking about... Are we getting the Zoom VIX NetNiv? CJ Becker is asking. CJ's come up with a good point. 7 and 30-day chest does have RS, and that will improve as well. So keep an eye on that. Ow! Thank you, a cheeky fellow. Ooh, someone's a bit of a cheeky fellow. Hello, NetNiv. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong cheeky fellow. Jules Verne says, Scopely is actually stealing all of NetNiv's ideas. I demand a mod comp. It's just be that. And Jules Verne, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the most beautiful people I've ever known in my life. Absolutely do that. STFC Data just says she can't unread this now, which is exactly insanity. NetNiv beamed me twice last night. It was wonderful. Simon says.
I don't think Jess said that at all to me. But,
No, it's nice. Exactly. Testing on a test server doesn't do much because it isn't a stress load environment. This type of testing causes the Dauntless to break more often. Exactly, Riskbreaker is what I'm going through. Get a room with the cookies in it. Oh, God. No, it's not. Who sent me the joke that in the UK, you can't just accept and allow cookies on your browser? It should be biscuits. Who sent that? That was terrible, whoever sent that to me. It's absolutely awful. But that's...
It was so bad you decided to repeat it here.
Oh, yeah, it was CJ Becker. Yeah, she sent me that. It made me laugh. I was like, oh, in the UK, is it biscuits, not cookies? I was like, oh, my God, that is awful. Awful. Vuel says, does Scopely really not have any way of doing QA automation to simulate the stress load? No, they do. They do. But there's a difference when people change their habits and so on. And that would be really important. I accept all cookies. Jules Verne will take all the cookies in the UK that we're not allowed to use because we're having biscuits, send them all to julesverne.com. which will be available. Big Bad D, what would you like to say, buddy?
I want to talk about the Dauntless a little bit because everybody's talking about how it breaks and surges.
Yeah.
And granted, I haven't been up here very long, and I'm finally running them now, and I have yet to have it break.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Big
what
Bad
I
D,
do,
yeah.
What I do is I start it before I start the surge.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then let it, go through the cool down or the warm up, whatever the hell it is, and it hasn't broken doing that. I've had it break in other systems doing other things, but in surges, that's how I've found to make it work.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest with you, Big Bad D, I haven't had a struggle in surges with my Dauntless. Don't know why. That's interesting. NetNiv says the Zoom has already been restored if you use the latest hotfix in the chat of the community mod and Discord. NetNiv, I'm going to follow a channel of yours that announces any of these things, and I'll put it here as well so people can get that as well, which would be, I think, a good idea to help that. Yes, Big Bad D, completely agree with you. I think, but if you have the community mod, you can press spacebar and it continues the Dauntless. It saves you a little bit of ag, which is important.
But that only works if you're playing on PC.
Or Mac. Yeah, but not on. Oh, sorry, I got to do it the American way. Not on mobile. Mobile. You guys call it mobile.
Sorry, I'm damn Yank.
Yeah, no, it's like mobile. Mobile. We do it on our mobile.
Who plays a mobile game on their mobile these days?
Mobile. Riskbreaker says the Dauntless breaks because it keeps switching targets due to either people hitting its target or disappears. The more in the surge, the more likely it'll break. Which is interesting as a great point of call. Simon says, I see the Kishara break in all types of systems, especially if I leave the system view to look back. Yeah, because I think it's our side, not server side. Divine says, with community mod, Dauntless is fixed and can be restarted, but that's PC or Mac only. Just going to add that, Divine, because I know it works on a Mac, and I will never install the community mod, no matter what anyone says. And that's important. Panda Pirate says, Panda Pirate, Alex, right to read your things. Where did you say it, Panda Pirate? Where are you? Panda Pirate, as head of animal welfare, says, I can't find it, Panda Pirate. I will find it in a second. View says, so maybe we could fix Scopely's server by giving Jules access so he steals all the cookies. That's terrible. Then there'll be no protection. Oh, God, I think I've opened something else. Jules Verne, I've got a very good intro for you when we ever record a podcast. It's I've been thinking about the joke for it quite a bit. So I do warn you, sir, that it's coming in with quite pizzazz and style. So I hope you enjoy that aspect of it when it does happen. Exclamation point mod, which doesn't work on my chat for some strange reason. NetNiv, if you want to add that in, please do.
Okay.
Which would be great. You've got access for the things you need. No, Panda Pirate. What's the URL for the community mod OSX version?
You'll get it in a minute.
There it is, Panda Pirate, from the Ascendancy Mac community Discord. Ascendancy is available for ascending your link to you. Did that work? Kind of worked, MJ, didn't it? Ascend it to you, pushing it a bit.
A little bit. I don't know. I think it might be. I think you might be pushing the envelope just a little bit too far with all them biscuits.
Oh,
biscuits.
No, that's terrible.
You got to say biscuits in the Bluey style, though.
Yeah, it worked exactly. It logs you in and out and back again. I don't know why people think clearing localization changed things. He's clearing the cache. Hey, Riskbreaker, it's a fake button press. That's what we like. People go, oh yeah, I cleared lock and it worked. Basically, it gave them an extra 1 minute, which is insane. But look what I started. I know, CJ Becker, you started the whole biscuits thing. Crucito is here, and he says, can you ask how many players are experiencing the issue of the Dauntless lag, etc., if they are on a phone, PC, or tablet? It would be interesting to see the difference. Yeah, that would be good. How many people are doing that? So any people who are struggling on who plays surges on their mobile? I mean, I hope. I mean, who knows?
I do because I can't figure out how to play it on the laptop. So I play everything on mobile. Everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's form. Voltron says me. I do. Megan as well. Most of our alliance do. Alliance do. Spark says, me, Ridaku, I only play on the phone. Ostis says, Ostis up 69 because it's his favorite number and he forgets to go to 70. Is that true, Ostis? You are 69? Ooh. Lovely message by Jack Spade. I'm going to read it fully in Discord. Biggest issue in the game that needs to be addressed immediately is transporter patterns. There needs to be some way that we can redeem them for something that could be used in the game when they don't upgrade those officers often enough. G6 and G7 players need a better way to convert regular resources to Sigma. Most of us are drowning in regular resources. What they have in the refinery is not adequate enough for day one. When G6 started, it was definitely not adequate. Now they need to remove the cooldowns, allow us to exchange more so we can get rid of it. They won't remove the cooldowns, Jack Spade, but I read it all because that might be something soon. So keep an eye on it. Dog Holiday says the biggest issue is lack of tile shards. You and Tal, Dog Holiday. Once you max Tal, what were you going to talk about? I need to find Dog Holiday's second thing that he really is passionate about. Yeah, transporter patterns not getting upgraded. My number one objective in this game is this. I want the officers to go back to one single currency, one that basically upgrades all the officers. Like how we had it before, where the officers XP does this, the tier up does that. Please stop giving us really random currencies for all these officers. Sniper, you know this. 25,000 Maverick credits for an officer, one tier, and then, what's it, 50 for the second?
That's just for tier 2. That's just for tier 2.
God.
Yeah, which is seemingly pretty crazy. You know, you think an officer doesn't start becoming even like reasonably powerful, especially with some of these officers that have what, you know, we would kind of refer to as you know, copy and paste abilities, right? Like new versions of old officers or old abilities. Like a lot of people who already have those old officers, you know, and only have one slot for an officer, so they're going to take the old one or they're going to take the new one.
Yeah.
Like these new officers don't start, generally speaking, become even as strong or stronger than the previous iterations until at least tier 3, right? If not tier 4 in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
And you know, if we have, and granted, I don't want to open the wound of, you know, Coda ending, but you know, you know, when we had Coda in like a reasonable month, you know, if you won the SLBs and you did everything, you could get, you know, enough shards to get officer tier 2 or tier 3. But like we're looking at these officers, so even if I get enough shards to get like Data and Zephyr and Cochrane to tier 2 or tier 3, there's no chance I'm going to have enough Maverick credits to get them there. So I'm earning those shards and not being able to even utilize the officers or utilize the shards.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Also, Panda Pirate Sniper has a message for you and Beachdwell. He says, can HQ needs to stop giving away officers to all the players, just like Beachdwell and Sniper and Ferry. They're stealing Panda's thunder with the officers. But you can't even upgrade them, Sniper, so it doesn't even matter if you have the shards.
Yeah, they don't count for the officer levels if you can't upgrade them.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think they need to look at that. I hope, for God level's sake, that the increase in payout on Maverick credits is huge next arc. Otherwise, people are going to be stuck with a 25,000, 50,000, 350,000 altogether, basically, which is 25,000 is like a week's worth of pulls in the task without actually pulling anything else, right? That's how much you can get.
You know what would also help too, and this is a bug I reported, and that it was unclear whether or not it had been reported before me, but so servers 102 and 702 merged this week, and when I went over there, it's Dice's server and everyone else's server, so I went over to their alliance, and when I moved from my alliance to their alliance, the Maverick task for alliance did not sync with them, even though it had happened. You know, even though I hadn't contributed anything to the one task, because I kind of thought that if you contributed, maybe it wouldn't switch over. But when I switched over, it didn't sync at all. So that might be something too that's worth looking into whenever you switch alliances. That store needs to look at syncing, because I know the other issue is when you upgrade it to 20, 30, and 40, that the buy-in keys are also a problem. So I think they also need to re-examine the sync for when someone leaves alliances, because we don't need to replicate the same thing that they do with alliance tournaments when it comes to something that you're supposed to do day to day with a new faction store, because that really hampers your overall progress, as opposed to an alliance tournament. It's only stopping you for a couple days. So that's something that they definitely need to address.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Iron Fister, how you doing, buddy? Absolutely agree with you with that one. Sync is at next reset. Killer Angel says, which is a very, very good point. Same as standard alliance event. Absolutely agree. How about a lot more command badges, Papa Yuki? We have told them about command badges. Trust me. All we talk about is command badges. Just put them in the Officer Depot token store, for God's sake, please. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And just save the aggro. How is it going, my friends? Well, it's going quite fine. We're discussing the marvelous world of what's it like with transporter patterns and how to upgrade officers, which has been a pain in the backside. And then Maca Red Lobster says, free tell, just do it. No. They don't want people swapping alliances willy-nilly. Divine says, well, no, they want you in a better alliance. All these alliance tasks, when people argue saying you should just jump into a better one. Spit Nerfy1, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for following us. I think that's your name. God, I need to get some glasses or something else. I've been watching the monitor all day. I've been doing so many Zoom calls and Zoom press things. It's quite funny. Spirited command badges are what I spend my alliance currency on. Yeah, exactly. So they need to create more sourcing for that. Hopefully, remember in the roadmap, they said there will be an alliance tournament refresh. Whatever that refresh is, we need to spit in your eye. Is that what it is, actually? The Alliance tournament refresh is really important. Crisito brings up a good point that he says that basically people play the game on mobile. And people are struggling on mobile devices. Oh, God, I can't... Netniv, excuse the British people in this chat for me using the word mobile instead of mobile. God. Mobile.
Yes,
and why
we
games
can,
often feel...
we can try and be posher, can't we?
Yeah, exactly. And mobile games are laggier than PC games due to hardware limitations, weaker GPUs, lower RAM. The thermal throttling the forces devices slow down to prevent overheating. PCs provide superior constant performance. Macs do, not PCs. While mobile devices face inconsistent network connectivity, must manage both thermal limits and battery life. Thermal throttling, that's terrible. Throttling is what Netniv does at night. When a phone overheats during gaming, the game system automatically reduces performance to prevent damage, causing significant frame rate, unless you're on an iPhone. And then memory and storage speed. Many mobile devices have less RAM. It's actually mobile. As storage and versus SSD. Wow, I've never read such complicated network inconsistently. Mobile devices often rely on Wi-Fi or cellular, which can have higher, more convenient latency ping compared to wired Ethernet connections common in PC. Macs are better. Gaming. I don't know if people heard my whispers because, that's the truth. Well, I can weigh in on the transporter pattern. As a mature player, I'm pretty much exhausted of the targets. Exactly. Thank you, Iron Fister. Divine says, so Max, Maverick, Task, Swap Alliance, help them get all the rewards again. Of course, that shouldn't happen. Just change alliances every Sunday for next free chats. Absolutely agree. Lum says, Control will make text larger. But okay. I play on mobile for everything except surges and waves, Forgotten Sex says. Retrieving says, British people have gallbladder problems. They always are looking for a mobile. Oh, that's a good one, Retrieving. I like that one. That's good.
Rather, old chap.
It's old chap, yes. Halo says, when we are doing marbles, I want to start losing again. Oh, it's very, very soon. We still got to get through one more subject. Yeah, it's only... Are you bored of me already? Probably are. Exactly, Crisito's absolutely correct. iPhone, iOS equals Skynet. Come and join. Yeah, and the Macs are better, Spark says. Macs are the best things I've ever used. Spark, I can't believe you said that. I so agree. It's incredible. And Maca Red Lobster says Apple is a wonderful and better version than Samsung. Maca, I can't believe you said that. No, we're not voting on whether Mac or PC is better because I know what you guys are like. You're going to vote against. Spark says Macs are better. Thank you very much. It's great. I'm banter. I call Mac users Mac graters. Yeah,
Mama said Mac is the devil.
Hey, don't speak to Lord Tim that way. Old Timbuktu. You know what I mean? Like, and then, the world that they're in. I love you, Tim. I love you, Tim. Send me free stuff. Hylen is in here as well. Mama said knock you out. iOS is the best. Yeah, I absolutely agree. And Android is not as good. Yeah, absolutely agree as well. Which is amazing. They are Skynet, but LOD, it means they can control me, and I want them to control me. Windows emulation on Mac OS is absolutely the way to play and correct. Right, NetNiv?
Do you know what I missed?
What
I missed?
Go on.
Windows Mobile.
Mobile.
Can we ban him? Can we just ban him, please? just please.
Oh God, he's terrible.
He's putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Hold on. I will go to my grave that Windows 7 Live Tiles was the best thing that was ever on a mobile phone. Hands down.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what that is
because
it
wasn't popular, unfortunately. So
there's a surprise.
Because market shares and all that.
Yeah, that is true. Let's move on to our next topic, which is.
Hey, before we move on, can I?
Please.
Can I do my free to play? Looking out for the free to play weekly that I kind of tend to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on Shockwave Prime's free to play. Go ahead.
The Shockwave Prime's weekly free to play ask. So Conqueror's Dive. Okay, I know it's a spend event, but bear with me here.
Okay.
Conqueror's Dive is a great event for spenders. Okay, so my thought was, what if we could have a portion of that free to play? Now, a lot of people can complete that milestone, that first milestone, free to play. If you start saving the dive bar parts and then combine it with Conqueror Borg armadas, it is possible to complete that free to play. However, it all depends on the progression of where you are with your dive bar.
Okay.
So my thought was, because those Vger particles are so sought after for efficiencies, if they're going to run this Vger event every month, which hopefully it looks like, I'd asked last month and it doesn't look like we didn't get an answer, but it fortunately looks like they are running it each month.
They have answered
right.
it, saying it's monthly between
they answered it. It's going to be monthly.
Yeah.
Let's add Vger particles to that Ilias turn-in sensor along with the artifact, because that way the free-to-play players are working on that progression, and it just adds one more version of speed up, because that's something that the spenders have access to with Conqueror's Dive. So let's add that so that free-to-play has one more speed up that they can access for those efficiencies that they're going to need, and it'll help speed them up and still be a little bit behind the people that are paying, which still fits within the Scopely model, but they're still getting something for that. They're still getting something else if they're not interested in Outpost or anything like that. They still have something to compete for, because everybody should need efficiency.
Yeah, I mean, remember that efficiency works for G7, but it means like a up 65, like Free Swag is, he can now work towards those Vger particles. And also, Joe Berg agrees with you, says Vger particles in a Vger event. That makes so much sense. So I think that that is absolutely a way to go. And I think that would be really, really good if done well. That event is only 71 plus. How many free-to-play can do that event? So that'd be interesting from Divine. That's a question from Divine. So maybe it's a 71 plus. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, Divine. I'm just reading what it is. Ridaku says free to play, lucky that Scopely lets them log on. Greedy to ask for more. No, we should give them more. And I think, let me think. I think free to play are going to be very, very happy in hopefully a little while. So we'll see how that works. which I think would be great. So free to play, bear with it. I think you might get some surprises soon. Hopefully they're very good surprises. But with the announcements coming in so early, with the new officer being added into the game, as you saw, Malin's getting added, and she restores which is shield, and she gives you ISO defense. Was it Sniper? She gives you ISO defense.
Yes, it was ISO defense.
Yeah, so
up to 1,000% at tier 5.
So what do you think then, Sniper? Now they brought her in. What would you? I think Cochrane's definitely a chase. What do you think?
Yeah. Cochrane's definitely a chase because I mean he could be valuable even standalone, right? Even for those who use multiple ships for armadas, could be somewhat valuable. I think the challenging thing is like where to find the sweet spot when you're talking about armada officers, especially when they're not global armadas. They're key to either group armadas or solo armadas, etc. Because if you look across the game where we are currently, like in terms of group armadas, for at least for FKR, there are no G6 group armadas, right?
Yeah.
So really, you have to go back to G5, and I don't know, and maybe it'd be interesting to ask the G5 and below players on. I don't know that there's that many people are struggling to complete the G5 armadas, especially since they're going to have alliance mates who can help them punch up even if they are struggling.
Yeah.
And G6, like I said, doesn't have any armadas, so they're going to probably have no problem beating the G5 group armadas. And largely, I don't think they're having any problems with the solo armadas in general. Even with specialty ships like the Vindicator, they're, I think, fairly easy with the power creep that exists in the game today. So realistically, I think the main target or the main struggle in terms of group armadas that exist in the game today are the new open armadas for G7 players, right?
Yeah.
And you could definitely use additional power there. It's just a question of how long it's going to take for those new officers. And this goes back to what I was mentioning before, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you have someone like a Gwen DeMarco who's giving you ISO now, and then you have, ISO damage or ISO cascade. And then you have, a Zephyrin Cochrane. Well, Zephyrin Cochrane is going to give you, eventually it will give you more, right? But at earlier tiers, certainly not. So you could potentially say, okay, I'm going to go full ISO damage and put both of them on there together.
Yeah.
But will that be better than the extra shot from someone like Miles? Like that's still got to be tested, and a lot has to be worked out there. But I would still say it's a chase, right? It's a chase for Zephyrin Cochrane. The new officer, ISO defense is already somewhat oversaturated in the higher levels that we're talking about. So, I mean, more is more. I'm just not sure how much of an impact that would be. I'm actually surprised that they didn't go with something more like Apex Barrier for for things these days, right? Like because that's an ability that would be like a new ability. We don't really have a Armada officer that provides Apex Barrier.
No, but also the thing you need to be aware with his 30% at top tier. Right, let's assume, rightly or wrongly, next month you can get 25,000 Maverick tokens really easily. For some strange reason, it all increases. It's so much easy. It's not, by the way. But just in case.
I would like to imagine that.
Yeah, exactly. Let's imagine that. I mean, let's hope that that it gains a massive increase. If it did, for even a lower ops player. So we got people like Joe Erg, who's an ops 55. Please join my Discord. I want more 50s in there. And Megan, who's an op 56. She can solo them without any problem. And same with Joe Erg, who says, I can solo the 60 group armada. So he's comfortable. When you jump up a level and when you're getting ready for that, 30% of healing, basically the hull, with PQ at 35% max, that's 65% of recovering your hull. That is interesting, I think. That's his ability.
Hull repair is always valuable. Yeah, for sure.
So 65%, where you get that back every one, is interesting. Because Beach Whale says, he doesn't have much care for these officers. I slightly disagree. I think they might be better than what you think they are, and I think Cochrane is definitely a very, very important change. And I agree, CJ Pecker. More players, more lower players need to be able to contribute more points and be able to do more of these Borg Conqueror Armadas. Now, people who are struggling with the Borg Conqueror Armadas, you need to change Cochrane and pick Hugh. As a combo for the lower players, you can still start hitting higher and higher levels of those things. So it's not just about just as a G7, the G6, it's valuable. If you're hitting a 60 or a 62 and you want to get to the 64, 66s, this is where this is a valuable officer for you to have. Even a tier 1, 5% something, right? And then it gets you somewhere. And I agree, Maca Red Lobster, maybe not useful till tier 4 or 5. This is an assumption, right? What happens at every level is at every arc, we always have an arc issue, which is credits and not enough research material and not enough that. Usually, don't know if it's going to happen this time, we get a slight increase in that in the next month, right? So whatever that slight increase is, let's hope it's doubled or tripled or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And that will make a difference in you being able to upgrade them. And I think it was Retrieving that said earlier that he doesn't mind having those credits because he now have 80,000 Pioneer crests, but the officer's not able to upgrade them. So having that balance is really, really good. And then Riskbreaker says, but we're getting Borg Conqueror group armadas now. No, we're not. Are you insane? No. No, that's ridiculous. Stop adding more armadas into the game, Riskbreaker. You're not allowed to do it. Oh, sorry, Retrieving, it wasn't you. Whoever said it that had loads of Pioneer crests and they can upgrade easily, I will find you in the chat. This is Mort. It says, so Latinum is going away for emergency rations. At the moment, Mort, remember they've given us this way ahead of time, a month in advance announcement, right? So we will send them back information saying, hey, guys, can we have the Latinum back, please? These are really important. Panda Parasec, are epic solo C-modders coming next arc? No idea, buddy. I would have thought, remember, we're in the arc of solutions, not the arc of, beginning of the arc is the problem, then the next one is the solution. So whatever the solution to everything that we have will be amazing. I think, personally, that next arc is going to be really, really successful. I've said it now. Crisito says, if you're rounding them around for sure, these officers may not be useful, but I would retort that if you are one rounding them, then this is the time to hit higher. Yeah, absolutely agree, Crisito, which would be great. The solution is always money. I don't know what that is. As a hoarder of Apple products, it's absolutely amazing. It's really funny. In the Throne link, I will be donating a laptop to the Amy Winehouse Foundation. If anyone wants to contribute, do it. But if you don't, it's fine. I'm already doing it anyway. But I'm doing it for them, not for anyone else, so that the kids who, are doing suicide and so on can do a bit of creative stuff. And I'm going to get them to help do some STFC briefing stuff. So that they feel like they're part of it as well, which I think would be lovely. So yeah, I'll be giving that, but if anyone wants to, it's up to you. Honestly, no need. I've already sorting it out. Retrieving some month lead time announcement with 21-day overlap of all the new option. Is this a bizarre Scopely? I love it. I absolutely agree. That's why I'm going to give them praise non-stop about it, because I want them to understand that people are extremely happy with all this. CJ Pecker says her main point was the scoring for the lower players for the task credits. Well, CJ, let's wait till next month, because usually what ends up happening is they do something, whatever that is. So let's hope there's different tasks, more tasks, maybe better scoring, who knows. So until we get to next month, which they probably hopefully taken all the feedback that we've given them and they've gone, this is the month to try and do that. Endrick says, I will give them credit for an early release of the communication. Do this more. Absolutely agree. Divine says they plan on paying marked compensations in the new currency. Of course, I will have to run side by side. Exactly. So we'll see with that. Same, I have loads of binary crests too. I just dumped 400,000 for Kota on the away team store. Guys, I can't complete today's one. I don't have any ships that can be upgraded. I was like, but yeah. Riduku, but I don't know what you're talking about. Ascendancy, so where's the solution to the open armadas? Asking for all the player base. Better ship. Ooh, that's a harsh response, isn't it? Oof.
Sick burn. That's a sick burn.
So sorry. I'm so...
You should feel bad for that one.
Oh, sorry. Please don't hate me. I need a better ship. I need a better ship personally to fix those. Yeah, sorry. Just get a better ship. Beach Whale, what would you like to say, bud?
I was just going to say, anybody can complete the SMS. You just have to scrap and rebuild your Revenant a couple.
Oh, great idea. I love that.
Why would you say that?
Like we told them
about... I mean, this is the last coda, right? So why not? Do it 10 times and you'll finish it.
That's fair. That's fair. It is. Well, is it the last coda? Or at the end of this coda, is there going to be some sort of scroll that says Chronicles of the Ascendant will return in Avengers Doomsday? We don't know. We'll find out.
It'll return just rehacked with some different take on it.
Yeah, it's called Bota next. What? I mean, they're just changing a letter. It's still a different thing.
I don't know if they went with Dota, though. People get excited thinking it was Dota.
No, it's Bota. They can't afford Dota, so yeah, it'll be Bota because they don't want to buy any more IPs with that. So, but it makes it interesting. Joe Berg as well. Thanks for giving me that. Then he said it's to stop Beach Whale from telling you the secret, and then he just told me Battle of the Ascendants. Thank you, LOD. Battle of the Ascendants coming next month. Sniper, are you excited?
Yeah, very excited. I think we've seen, what could happen with these kind of events. So we got to watch what we wish for, right? Because remember what happened with the Aphelion event that allegedly was a different event, right? Even though it was like basically almost exactly the same, except lower payouts and higher milestones, right?
Yeah, I think they missed an
if you want to put out a boat, if you want to put out a Bota event where they're gonna like double or triple the milestones and half all the reward, like they might do it.
Yeah, true, but it's interesting. I like that, and but remember the new Aphelion event was missing a letter in one of the words. I don't know what it was. Jeff Games says, far as I know, find out more. Yeah, absolutely agree. Battle of the Credit Card Warriors. No, Bota, not Bodatak, which is a terrible name, Divine. You need to, marketing's not your thing, buddy. Row, row, row your Bota. Exactly, Floyd. Row, row, row your Bota deftly down the stream. Merrily, merrily.
I think you call it Rhoda.
Rhoda. Why? The real.
Just because everyone loves the Rhoda.
Exactly. Botakuk. Sounds Klingon. Yeah, exactly. Botach. We can call it that. So I think that will be amazing. But let's see. I think that they're going to come up with new stuff. Isn't like, do we have any Star Trek milestones soon? We had Picard Day, and we have a few other things. So yeah, who knows? They might do
the cancellation of Starfleet Academy.
That's not a milestone.
Shockwave Prime. I'm going to say again. I would wait. I was in a meeting today that was very interesting. I don't think it's as dead as you think it is. We'll see. So we'll see. But it might get something. Who knows? Maybe.
I just thought it was funny that they canceled it before the second season, which, oh, by the way, is already filmed before it came out. So I fully believe that the second season, if it's good, they could do it. But they got to bring back Paul Giamatti because he was the guy that had that show together.
Oh, mate, he was unbelievable. Like, he was phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
He was the reason to tune in on the 3 episodes he was there. He was great. Him and Tigo, which playing Jet Reno, they're fantastic. She is so freaking funny.
Yeah, Omega Prime says, bring it back. Cool. Yeah, that'd be great. Maybe we can get one of those people, since they're free, to jump on I don't know, maybe a Star Trek Fleet Command podcast and, I don't know, try and sell it coming back by getting more fans in. You see what I did there?
Just when you ask them, don't open with that. Hey, by the way, since your show was canceled and you don't have anything else to do, can you come on Star Trek? Don't open with that. Let's work on your pitch.
I heard you had a lot of free time on your hands.
Would you like to play Star Trek Fleet Commander game? I mean, we can take that time away. But also, while you're playing the game, wouldn't it be great if you're on a podcast as well regarding this game? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Also, Nigel, before I forget, remind me to send you a screen grab I did of an advert to you afterwards. You'll find it hilarious.
I don't find anything you sent me hilarious. You sent me some weird videos that make no sense whatsoever. And no, before anyone's mind goes to the dark side. Well,
they are the dark side.
Way too late for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, before it goes to that. Yeah, I enjoy Star Trek Fleet Commander, but I hate that it's in the 32nd century. There's so much story immediately. Yes, and so many other things. Yes, I know, Brian, but that's not my fault. That's the private server people fault. But now we can sort of work towards that. Right, let's talk PvP banding and incursions as we get through our third topic.
Has anybody actually even noticed a difference since it came in since the maintenance this morning?
No, because no one's killing people lower than that level, are they? Or maybe they are.
Well, can
I?
Yeah.
Let me say here that I honestly, and I know I said this the other day, I've had some time to think about it. I've had some time to let it all soak in, as you guys have.
Yeah.
Is the PvP banding really such a bad thing?
No.
No, it's not.
I didn't think it was.
Not. I think it's great. I think it's great. I think they should have done it a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, and there are some people that are straight up against it, right? And I've heard, oh well, now I can't defend my alliance mates. Excuse you.
That's Brian.
Now I can't defend my.
Yeah.
Now I can't defend my alliance mates, so it's a problem. Is it really? Like
no,
your alliance
you
mates should be defending themselves.
But you also had the same limitation anyway, that you couldn't go below the other 10 levels that you couldn't go below.
Yeah.
So you always had the lower limits.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly a problem for incursions, if you ask me. Like, I don't mind the bans or whatever. I mean, I'm not a fan of bans. I think, PvP should be PvP. But, I do think for incursions, they need to let it go. Because if they want to encourage PvP as like the main thing going on in incursions, then get rid of the bans.
Yeah.
Let me respond to Shiz right quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, letting the idea soak in might have softened the blow for people that are punching really low. Me personally, this was never an issue. I don't hunt people that are outside of my ops range anyway. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason that a 67 like myself should be out killing 40s.
Yeah.
50s. What am I going to do? What is that for?
Yeah.
Now, give me a G6 that I'm at war with. Yeah, I'm going to blow them up every time.
Yeah, true. And Panda Pirate says, I think the PvP banding is just a natural extension of the creation of the Veil and arenas. There are new PvP areas makes up for taking away the punching low PvP. Now, the question I have, we'll scoot over this subject quickly, is the Armada scoring. The base rating is removed, so there's no point. I mean, they might look at it afterwards or whatever, maybe. But Armada scoring in only Klingon areas, are we liking this? I want to try it. I don't know.
I want to try it.
I want to try it. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I was going to see how it works, and it's also only on the opposition server as well, isn't it? It's not even on your own. So basically, all your fighters will go over to theirs to do these things, and all their fighters will come over to yours. I mean, you may find that everybody's on each other's server, so everybody doesn't actually get to fight anybody. They're just running armadas.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm not sure about, because you're sending people on the opposite sides, and it'd be better if it was, I don't know, but then you'll have one server overloaded with players.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe if everyone's on the other server, yeah, exactly. People raid anyway, true, because there's still an SLB for it. Jay Naki says, if you're doing armadas, why limit to just one faction? There's a limitation. Well, it's to make it more interesting, like forcing everyone in one area of a server and then they can probably throw all the resources at that area, means that it could make it interesting. I'm interested to see how the lag works, how fighting works, how many cloaking people are going to use, how are they going to play? Are you going to set up your Armada crew as PvP crew, so just in case someone tries to hit you? I don't know. They could make incursions in the Veil. Well, that's insane. Let's not do that. J-Babe says some have just to stay on their server to get points in the Armada thing. Yeah, true. Yes, Sniper.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm, not on the face of it a fan of this idea. I mean, I think there's a lot of other ways you can do it. It'll be interesting to see what the scoring is, because that's going to also predict behavior, right? Like if, for instance, they're scoring much more for PvP and their modders themselves score very little, people are probably not going to want to use directives, right? Or if there's graduated scoring, like the higher armadas score much more, then you might get those systems getting very overcrowded, right? And and that may lead to like some major lag or other issues, right? As we've seen in things like territory when too many people get into one system, right?
Sure.
So I think the devil's in the details, but I'm like I mentioned last time when the change was first announced, right? Like I'm not a huge fan of this change. I do like the idea of trying to get more PvP going during incursions and make it less like, hey, we got to just get lucky enough to find an open base. But I think it's to be seen, if this is really the way to do it, right? And I'm hoping this is just a test case of one of many possible ways that they're going to do this. Like maybe it'll be Amadas this time, maybe next time it'll be territory, maybe the time after that it will be, certain systems. Who knows what they might plan, but if this is like just the permanent thing, I mean, I'll hold my judgment till I see what it looks like. But initially speaking, I don't necessarily love where it's going.
Yeah, well, I agree. And Daruk, who's I'm a low 40 now, and nerfed PvP range takes away ally raiding, OPC hunting. It's a mess with the limit at 55. I can't even scan higher mining systems anymore. So the search for OPCs for other ally members. Very good point, which we didn't think about in that lower range in the 40s. So that makes it interesting. I just want to see how it works. I think we need to give it a shot and see how that does. I don't. Some people are gonna be like, I hate this. I don't really mind. 12 hours means it's like condensed even more, so you can still do your dailies right after it. So that'd be amazing. But I'd love to hear from Crisito. Crisito, what would you like to say, buddy? And welcome on stage.
Hey, thank you. Good afternoon or evening, I guess, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things, and Sniper brought up, a good point, right? I think, doing this removing of it, they've shrunken it down to 12 hours. I'm looking at this run of nothing more than them testing out or trying out something different, right? For probably at least a year, if not two, we have complained that incursions have become stale. There needs to be something new and exciting. And so who knows, right? I mean, this may just be, we're going to make some adjustments here, see how this goes, see what the reaction is like. Now, I think unfortunately they're on a losing side regardless because of the fact that we are passionate. We're most of the people that are actually engaging within discords or engaging in content creation or any of those kind of things.
Yeah.
They've already kind of thought through all the stuff, right? They game theoried it out already, and they already go like, oh, well, here's what's going on. You're going to move over here. Half the people are going to be on their server, so it's not going to really work out. And I think there's something to that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think can we get something different that we don't have today, right?
Sure.
And that's kind of that's the approach that I'm looking at it. And again, they don't have the credit or the trust, if you will, to be able to be doing things like this because they have failed in a lot of other areas, right? So I think if I was to imagine, it's like, hey guys, we're going to try something new, so be patient with us. And this, yeah, great. That would have happened maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
At this point, you've lost so much of whatever credit you had with us that we're not willing to do that.
Yeah, true.
So
But Crisito, what if the rewards? Because we don't know what the rewards are. What if the rewards, like I said, like 3 million Sigma trait, like just to finish the SMS or whatever, scoring enough armadas? You would chase that like it's nothing.
Well, it won't be 3 million Sigma trait.
Yeah. And I think to some extent, right, Nigel, I think realistically, the players that we're gonna play or that play in Incursions anyhow are still gonna do it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, let's just be fair, right? If you engaged in any bit of it, whether it was a lot or a little, you're probably still gonna do a lot or a little, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever the change is. I do think to some extent, and where I was going with their credit, right, is the fact that one, we don't like change because when they change, it never works out for us, right? Whether it's rewards, whether it's events, whatever it is, right? Like, so that's a fair pushback to that.
Fair enough.
I think on the other side is, who knows what those rewards are like, right?
Yeah.
They may come out and be great. I doubt they are, right? They haven't shown us anything to prove that they're going to be good. So I think, again, in my view, this is one of those scenarios where, whatever I was going to play in to begin with, I'll play, and whatever I didn't, and I won't, right? And I think there also is something to, if you had the 24 hours or you won the leaderboards or whatever it is, players really look and they already plan, right? Like they budget, if you will, right? Like, okay, I know I got Incursions coming up. Chances are I'm going to probably be in the top 3. So I know what these materials or these rewards would look like. So then this is what my progression is going to be down the future or down the road.
Yeah.
And so when they make that change, people don't like that, right? Because it's like, well, wait, you just took a 3-month plan up to a 6-month plan. Like that's going to suck.
Yeah, exactly. And even Divine, what if you do get a Mute Uhura? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the rewards are, and that's the important part. Now, if they're listening, if you make these rewards insane, remember when I said, please put Cochrane in a Kota.
Hello
and
there.
Watch, oh, hello. If you put Cochrane into Kota, watch people go for it. Lo and behold, people are going for it. Here is my little tip to you. If you put an insane amount of Sigma trip, and I mean, don't be scared to throw 3, 6, 9 million Sigma trit. Watch people go nuts to get it. Just watch them. And also, make the Incursions store interesting. Make the rewards big. For example, Sniper came up with a good idea. The winner of that gets a ridiculously boosted loot exo. Loot exo that gets you, I don't know, 300, 400% loot addition. Exactly, Megan. Even normal trit as well, 3 trillion, 6 trillion, 9 trillion of normal tritanium to allow you guys to get it. That would make things really interesting. That is important. So as you work your way through, that would be a very good way. So if you go for that, or Sniper will go for this. I know Sniper will go with this. If you throw 50 million Sigma par steel, someone can upgrade one building with a huge win. Sniper will finish first. Right, Sniper?
Of course. Yes, I will definitely take 50 million par steel.
Yeah, 50 million Sigma par steel. Yes.
Sigma par. Oh yes, Sigma par steel. Let's not monkey paw this. Sigma par steel. It must be Sigma.
Hey Nigel, and just a quick question, only because we've had the amount of lag and all the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Do you or does anybody, think that it was an option of we can run this shorter version to, try some things out, whether it's rewards, whether it's gameplay, whatever it is, right? Or we can just cancel it, right? Like in my back of my mind, I'm going, you know what? Their option was we can cancel it, or we can maybe use the opportunity for something. I don't know if that's true, but in the back of my mind going, maybe we just do a 12-hour window, see who will or will not engage, maybe try some new things with armadas.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, check out the new banding, see if that applies or not. Because realistically, chances are players are not going to, the lag and all that stuff, they're probably not going to be on anyways. And so, it's better than nothing, I guess, at least from a player perspective, right? I mean, you get something. Yes, it sucks for those folks that are outside that window.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe they come down and say, hey, look, we ran it. And so they're going to up the rewards because the opportunity wasn't there. Maybe they do that for like alliances or something.
Yeah, exactly that. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Well,
and before you jump in, Sniper, I'll give you a chance. Divine's right. He's like, what great thought, Nigel, but that's for G7. What about the lower ops? Lower ops would just get the insane amount of trit. They're 3 trillion trit, 6 trillion trit, 7 trillion trit, and then when they get the par steal, it'll be the normal par steal. But I think you need to give people an insane amount for him to be chasing that first place. Yes, Sniper.
So I just want to plug this whole loot exo idea, right, for a second, if you will let me.
Of course.
So I think that, when we're looking at whether it's trit, sigma trit, like a lot of players are going to need different things depending on where they are in the game overall, right? Whether they're going to need trit, they're going to need par steal, they're going to need mats, right? G4, G5, G6. But, one thing that's pretty universal in the game is loot bonuses, right?
Yeah.
Overall, everywhere. And this is a server-based event, right? We win and we lose as a server. Yes, there's individual leaderboards for different things, and I think those should have those good rewards for those. But I think there should be a actual good incentive reward for winning. And quite frankly, I don't know anyone who realistically needs a research speed boost, right? I mean, maybe some lower level free to plays that's somewhat helpful for. But if I know a lot of people, and I see on our server and other servers, they use that loot exit, right? That comes during the incursions. And, the interesting thing about the new format is it is actually more active in a way because, people are now going to be trying to do armadas and what have you, and trying to do PvP. So there may be less downtime actually, right? Because usually there's like a lull in incursions, to be honest, right? Sometimes you're looking for bases, right? And there's a lull. And so people go out and use that loot exo and start, getting their armadas done there, right?
Yeah.
So now if we're talking about like armadas being something you're not realistically going to be able to do because everyone's going to be trying to blow them up, it makes sense that part of the benefit of being actively involved in winning that armada is then the incursion is then after the incursion is done, now you get a loot exo that you can use for, let's say, the next 24 hours, or heck, even if it's a shorter period of time, but ideally enough that people can actually use it. But I'm gonna throw out there like even one day. And have it be a good percentage, something bigger than you can usually get. Obviously, economy manager, I know is going to come in. Billy's got to get his pound of flesh always, but I think it's something reasonable for 24 hours as just hey, you did it, you went through and played our new format. Here's you maybe couldn't use a loot exo during the incursion, so now we're going to give it to you as a reward. And you can go no matter if you're G3, G4, G5, G6, G7.
Yeah.
There's something out there that you want more loot from, right? So I think that's my reason for it.
Let's pluck at that windmill for a second.
Yeah.
I like that idea because, okay, so my plan was to set out this incursion and protest because Armada incursions are not incursions, okay? But maybe let's not do a loot exo. What about something that everybody could use? What about, dare I say, a rep exo?
What was
for that? 3 to 4 a rep exo for 3 to 4 days.
Rep exo.
Yeah, like maybe do like a 1,250% rep loot exo.
Well, rep is a type of loot, so that loot works on the rep. And I'm going to come up with the biggest one yet. Ballyboom nailed it. 400% building efficiency exo. Oh, come on.
Or Sigma Trid efficiency exo.
Ooh, mama.
I like that idea because it helps all the ops levels. Rep would be better, more likely to do that.
You know what? A choice of one of the 4. Maybe like a Sigma. Maybe if you win, you can redeem a token to choose your exo of choice of building efficiency, Sigma tread efficiency, loot efficiency, rep efficiency, whatever you want. Because I agree with Sniper, we're not out there, and I'm not encouraged with Armada housings, I guess is what we could say. I'm not impressed with Armada housing incursions, and you know what you're giving me the 350% research. That doesn't impress me much.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of an exo choice store. Yeah, that could definitely work if they're willing to do that.
Well, it sounds to me that they're not changing anything for this one anyway. I think what it is what it is, and then hopefully, if they're listening to this, they go, "Oh, we'll throw in a 400% building efficiency." Oh my god, that would be so good right now, Sniper. Trust me, you've ruined all my dreams of ever making it 73. When I saw it, I'm just like,
oh yeah, the building cost. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's horrific.
and then there's this one stupid dilithium building that doesn't even give you uncommon materials, and you can't do anything with it, and it's like 100 million Sigma par steel. And I'm like, why?
Oh no, it's like 170 million.
Yeah, I'm like, why? It doesn't do anything. I've got to waste 170 on it. Building wouldn't be good because how many buildings are we at least as G7 are upgrading a week? Well, Riskbreaker, I don't know. I think if you suddenly got like a 400%, which dropped it dramatically, you might be more inclined to spend on packs to get there. And you might go, this is great. Exos are up-based, Kalimstad said. So, yeah, that's true. So they can adjust the ups for that. Incursions is going to look like Exchange Thursday's Stellar Day. Yeah, Amiga Prime, you're right. I mean, the different percentage. Yeah, I agree, Kalimstad, you're right. Not even 4,000% would be a big enough dent. Lum would like more than a 4,000% Sigma par steel. CJ Becker says she does 0.5 buildings per week. Shockwave will return in Avengers Doomsday, which is amazing. So we'll see how that works. Panda was just complaining about 400% in the bar as being nothing, but 400% on top of the 400%, yeah, it would have to be something really higher, wouldn't it? That would be amazing.
Yeah, for G7, I mean, if it truly could be by grade, I think there would need to be jumps by grade, then, right? Because G7, obviously, the costs are through the roof, right? So we would need something pretty substantial to make a big dent. Well, because I mean, even like we have now the 100% alliance-based building efficiency EXO, and that only takes off like a million or two, right? Like that's not moving the needle like very much. So, you know, I could always run the numbers, but yeah, I would imagine, you know, for it to be substantial for G7, it would probably need to be at least 1,000%.
Yeah, 1,000% sounds about right. Or as Lum says, 4,000% for Scopely math. So it gets dropped down, which I think would be amazing. So yeah, 4,000% is what we want. Panda Pirate says, if nobody has noticed the trends for rewards is going way, way down. Event store gone, Kota gone. Well, I think wait, and let's see what they got. Dark Tree Gaming says, okay, I got tapped up on time for me to go. More Earth, take care. Thanks again for all the info, which is absolutely amazing. And that'll be great. I think NetNiv has been literally telling me, "Oh, you're so late. Nature, you're taking so long." It's just like, oh my God.
I'm only reminding you because you're like lube and you like to go off for your bath.
I don't. Why do you put me in lube and bath situations? Beach
well, I just have this image of you
ban him
and lube in the bath.
Just ban
NetNiv. Being all posh, you know, with your mobile.
Just do it. Just get it done. Just ban him.
Beachwell, what would you like to say before we jump on to the world of insanity? So, I've got to load it up anyway.
Yep. I was just gonna say, as far as like 1,000%, I mean, between all the uncommon stuff they've already released, don't we have 1,500 to 2,000% already, and it doesn't make a dent?
Oh yeah.
So
it's like 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000 exos is not gonna do crap. 7.
Yeah, but Beach, that's for mats, right? The building efficiency exos go against the RSS, not the mats.
Yeah, and also
but
yeah.
How much does the warp dive give for our steel?
Yeah,
500%.
And not enough.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Not enough. So is 1,000% even for RSS really going to help?
No. Yeah, that's what I said. I'd have to run the numbers, but like, you know, it'd have to be some pretty big percentage.
just so everyone's aware, MJ, that is unfortunately is not there. But basically, the outpost speed ups, there's no sourcing for it at all. It's not anywhere.
My bad.
No.
I read the question wrong.
Yeah. So just so you're aware, I did respond in text there. Rizbreaker. They don't have any. We have brought it up saying, I think you're missing a chest in the outpost refinery, and it's the speed ups for the outpost. And we haven't had a response on it, but I will get a response and focus on that as soon as I can, buddy. Because I believe you unlock the thing and you're supposed to get a chest, right? Yeah, and then you're supposed to use the chest for something. So I think they just missed a big, massive sort of situation with that one, which I think is hilarious. I just because I asked the same, and then someone said to me, "Who the hell wants to upgrade? Who wants to speed up the outpost?" I'm like, well, yes, but I kind of do sometimes. I want to go to bed, just throw this thing in, and the last thing I want to do is like wait forever to do that, which would be amazing. But yeah, how massive?
Well, and
yeah,
outpost speed ups, man, they're beneficial for some reasons. Like, okay, me personally, I'm not going to use them unless there was. I'm at war with 2 different alliances on my server, so if somebody was to roll in while I'm trying to do an outpost, hey, it's just gone. Right. So that's part of it. Like the outpost start would be beneficial in that kind of situation, but it is extremely situational. 3 minutes is not a long time.
Yeah, Forgotten Sex said the same thing as you. He said when at war that 3 minutes can make a difference. Absolutely agree. And Sniper is always at war, right?
Yeah, always. So Nigel, just one quick thing before I know we're going to go into marvels and all that, but I may have to drop. But I just want to. I don't remember if we touched on it during the Vger, the Echoes of Vger segment. But I do want to point out and kind of actually give Scopely, at least from my perspective, a positive shout out for taking some of the feedback that we gave last time in regards to the chests and specifically the one for the artifact. Yes, because they did in fact
good point,
add a guarantee now to get at least one artifact shard, which I would like to think is direct feedback from this show that we put on. So I would like to say that is a positive thing that they did. And they also did make some improvements to the Syndicate chest, not the Syndicate itself, but to removing a lot of those old, at least for G7, a lot of those old, I don't know what it looks like for the others, to be honest, but a lot of those old directives that are not needed and narrowed it down. They did a little monkey paw in the sense of only giving us a 20% chance to get those directives, but at least what you can get now is a lot better than before. You're not getting all the ones that are basically useless to us. So I wanted to just call those 2 things out because that is a positive thing that was done that clearly came from our feedback.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Absolutely. What a great way to divert ourselves to marbles as we start doing our giveaways. If we can start to hype train and get everything going, that'll be amazing. Everything's going to charity. Then the rest will be going to the community mod at the end of this, of the next after today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will kick off marbles. So let me press the play button. You can see on screen everything's actually working this time, NetNiv, which is a big surprise. Exclamation point play in the chat. Let's go for our first giveaway of 5 for today for our mugs. And if you want a mug before, we will look at something else, or a different mug. You might want a different mug today. There's a legendary mug, which NetNiv likes to drink coffee from every single morning, right, NetNiv? Every single morning?
Yep, except for today because it was in the dishwasher. But
how dare you hand wash it? You need to lick it. Exactly.
Well, fortunately, it's dishwasher safe, so I don't need to hand wash it.
He's so.
I mean, I need
promoting
the
quality merch.
Just it's MJ Hat needs a mug. He needs to add a mug to it. Exclamation point play into the chat. Let's go. I have someone. I hope someone clicked that. Yeah, 4 coffees a day makes me less grumpy. I agree, Halo. I have about 11. Shh. Will Holt, you joining in. Come on, Curly Bracket. Come on, exclamation point play into the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We want to kick off this run. Keep things going, and then we might raid to someone cool. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Exclamation point play into the chat. Chance to win it. I'm about to push the button. Don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. Remember, 50 bits or more creates havoc. Quick before VNet gets here. Oh, God. Yeah, absolutely right. Captain Play, Canadonian, you made it in. Yeah, how do you biscuit with your mug? Oh, God, that's terrible. Tiberius, 2187. One of my favorite people ever. Tiberius, I did email them, so you shouldn't have any, taxes to pay, by the way. And I said to them, it's all on me. Yeah, come on in. Here we go, Swag. Here we go. I'm going to press start. 10 seconds to go. Here we go with marbles. NetNiv, what a battle this is going to be. Let's see how it goes. Before we do predictions, let's see how we're going to start. And only when we're hype train, we can get rolling. 50 bits or more. Here we go. The race begins. NetNiv takes an early lead. And there is a massive bomb. Avoid the bomb. Avoid the bomb. Oh, Simon says with 100 bits to cause some havoc. Someone else just needs to throw 100 bits in. And Simon says it's cause some havoc here. Simon says when boom, a Forgotten Sec just being thrusted really hard, which is quite interesting. NetNiv still in the lead. Maka, you dead. Forgotten Sec, you just died while being thrusted. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Who knows? STFC Data Jess has gone in the lead. Anyone else going to throw some bits?
Jess, come on.
There's just like Goofies in there. NetNiv and Jess. NetNiv and Jess are battling between each other while Goofy's going, ha, those two are flirting while I'm trying to get past them. And it's working through. Wow. Wow. Beautiful Sun Freelancer with 100 bits. And it starts the hype train. If we can keep it going and get to level 10. It's an easy hype train, by the way, so it's very easy to get to 10. We can give away something a little bit more, like a t-shirt or even something more exciting. Here we go.
Yeah.
This minute straight.
Ruby's running away with it.
Goofy just seems to be late.
Staying ahead of me. Oh, wait, no, I've just overtaken.
Yeah, and Goofy, you just fell through the hole. I mean, you just need to avoid the hole. Smashing.
It's me or Jess at the minute. It's me or Jess.
As Jess is taking the lead. NetNiv is battling with her. Jess is battling again. We're, level 1 of the hype train. Let's throw some bits and bobs. Remember, there's huge discounts on subscriptions and gifts and stuff like that, so we can hand this to charity. I just want to get more money for the dogs. The dogs were so cute. Should be amazing.
No.
Confianza Wicked.
Something happened.
Jim P.I. went ahead. And Jim P.I. is taking a huge lead. But he has to get past Quazel's roundabout, which is very hard to get.
I thought he was going to go through that hole.
Oh,
God damn it.
It's just like holding his well through. Jim P.I. is trying to get ahead. What a battle this is. Lumcheered with 1 bit. 1 single bit. And NetNiv has gone ahead. NetNiv's about to win it. NetNiv's gone past the hole. NetNiv's going to win. NetNiv's going to win. NetNiv's going to win. He's going to win. He's going to win. NetNiv's got a chance here. NetNiv.
No, I've got no.
I've got no speed. STFC Data Jess wins. NetNiv sacrificed himself for her. STFC Data Jess.
It has a great plan.
Yes, it is a
well
great
done,
plan.
Jess. Yeah.
As soon as the
if I had to lose to
rings,
anybody,
ding, ding, ding. Yes. You will punch Corey straight in the groin.
She punched NetNiv straight in the groin. There we go, Jess. What a tactic. You just fluttered your eyes and went, yeah, guten Schleppel. Oh, I love you there, NetNiv. And he went, Oh, shit, I felt negative. This is awesome. This is awesome. Well done, STFC Data Jess.
Cursed.
Test means cursed. Yes, we are cursed.
Quick Germaning me, one says.
Data Jess, you're going to have to pick quick Germaning me. Yes, you are German there, lump.
Smashing.
Exclamation point play to the chat. Smashing. There. Holy shit. Exclamation point play to the chat. Let's go. Chance to win month number 2 out of 5. If we do get the hype train way up, we're very close to the minutes of the hype train. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. It's not a lot of things. Only 3 subs to get us through the next level of the hype train. Go. Exclamation point play into the chat. Chance to win it again.
Hey. Where's the line? Where?
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line, because Steve said so. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's a really weird echoing way of doing that, Austin. I don't know how you did that one. Exclamation point play into the chat. Cold Steve said so. That's the bottom line, because Cold Steve said so. Exclamation point play into the chat. Let's go. Only 3 subs to get us to the next level, or a few bits. Here we go. I'm about to press play for mug number 2 out of 5. Here we go. A few seconds says redeemed. Let's go. 1 minute, 50 seconds left on the hype train. Let's go. Floyd Divino cheered with 2 bits. 2 lovely bits. Flossie cheated with 100 bits. Let's go. What a battle. It's begun. The race goes across. STFC Data just trying to get herself a second win in a row, but Simon Says takes a huge lead and tries to battle across. Throw some bits in. Simon Says with 100 bits. Flossie with 100 bits. Simon Says, boom. No gravity on Divine, who never wins, never takes the wins anyway, even though he wins.
Did I forget to win? You
I am cursed. Floyd Davino's taking the lead. Floyd Davino's got a chance. Flossie's got tickled twice. Floyd Davino's taking a huge lead. Evil XP's just gone ahead of him. What a battle this is. Evil XP's gone into lead. Captain Chris Pike got iced like he's never been iced before. 1 minute, 10 seconds left on the high train. Not a long to go. Go, 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 go. Flossie with another 100 bits. We're really close. I think it's like 2 subs or something. 3 subs.
3 subs.
3
1
subs. Yeah.
1.1k bits.
Oh, Simon Says with 10 gifted
legend.
Simon, love you, Simon Says. You absolutely push it over the line. There's a double discount right now, so it's really good and it helps charity, and that's the most important thing. Thank you very much, Simon Says. Sends us straight to level 3, completed it all the way to level 4. And Fuzzy Tails got it going. We got 4 minutes, 39 seconds to level 4. Any few bits and bobs to try and throw Havin. Simon Says is a hero for helping us out here and keep it going. Don't leave him doing it all on his own. See if you guys can help. This is all good for the cats and dogs that you love to give a little cuddly wuddly things. Yope Lobster just died. A death beyond any death I've ever seen. And then Tiberius has gone ahead. Tiberius is trying to battle past everybody.
He's not rigging it again, is he? That's Tiberius.
Fuzzy Nibble. Forgotten Sec. Tiberius. Oh, Fuzzy Dribbles has got beaten. And then Forgotten Sec just died. It's got to be... No, he missed it. Velvet Thunder. Oh, Megan! Yes, the Ops 56. Megan, you won a mug. All the ship's mugs from STFCbriefings.com. Well done, Megan. Exclamation point Discord into the chat. Find me to the right-hand side. Join our Discord. DM me, Megan. You win one of our delicious, beautiful All the Ships mugs, which is absolutely good. You got really close for Gone Sec. I've never seen anything like it. Ostis was second. Simon Says with third. QB Dog in fourth. All great people have done this. Then this Dundish as fifth. Yeah, Dundish was fifth. Yeah, it's really sad. Dundish fifth. That's giveaway number 2. Number 3, let's go. Exclamation point playing to the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Chance to get in there from mug number 3.
And quickly, put your predictions in at the same time.
Put your predictions in. Go, go, go. Predict to get some channel points. You can play those. Oh, I got a great plan. What you got to do is ding, ding, ding. You hit Corey straight in the groin. Yeah, and you can do that. Or smashing. Or we might record NetNiv doing...
Smashing.
Yeah, smashing. There you go. We got NetNiv. Clip that. We got that. Here we go. Here we go. Some freelancer game days. Exclamation point play into the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Going to Battersea Cats and Dogs. Beans. Who said beans? Wicked. Stop saying beans. Beans. Dang it. Prediction ended too fast. Let me see. This is on my chandelier. Chandelier. Lum says. Here we go. Exclamation point play. Exclamation point play. Join, join, join. I couldn't vote. Sorry, Mr. Tony, sir. Just get your car and marble on the board. That's the important part. I'm about to press the button. About to press the button. And about to press it. Here we go. Exclamation point play. Pressing the start button. 10 seconds to go. Here we go. Chance to get in here. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left on the hype train. It's I made it easy, so it's not a lot. 5 subs to get us straight to level 5, which is not a lot. Here we go. And we kick off. Go, go, go. Throw your bits in. This is your chance. MJ Hat takes an early lead. He's in the lead. Getting to the roundabout, but he can't get past the roundabout because STFC Data just yet again goes ahead. STFC Data just needs to buy a lottery ticket.
That is rather delightful.
Exactly. Rather delightful because you get to look at her from behind. No, NetNiv, that's flirting. Oh, yeah, keep going. Yobby Lobster.
STFC I can do my own flirting, thank you.
It's like STFC Data Jess is moving across. 100 bits by Flossie to try and cause some havoc. Flossie's trying to cause the madness. Flossie is trying to cause some madness here. Jeff Gims dies. Easy Ass just died. Triple just died. Mr. Tony Sir died. Fuzzy Triple died. STFC Data Jess is still ahead while we're watching the back of the pack just to see how that race is going. This is quite exciting. Look at this battle.
It's also preposterous.
Exactly. We haven't got much to go. Flossie with 100 bits to cheer to try and keep us going all the way. More bits.
Thank you, MJ.
Boost. MJ, look at this battle that's going in this marble race. Everyone's working their way through. Here we go. STFC Data Jess is still in the lead. We're trying to avoid seeing her in the lead because there she is as she battles across. Goes past the Quasels roundabout because not Mustachio roundabout, which is MJ Hat roundabout. And a few people taking it ahead. 50 seconds left on the hype train. 5 subs or less to get us straight to Level 5, chance to do that. I'll Be Back has got a chance here. I'll Be Back is battling through. I'll Be Back is taking the lead. I'll Be Back's got to do that. Net smashing. We have it clipped. Flossie than 100 bits. Throw more bits in. I'll Be Back. There's a chance here. Go, go, go. 5 subs if we can. 5 subs with 30 seconds left. Anyone throw them in. I'll Be Back. Come on. 5 subs, 5 subs, 5 subs. We can make it. I'll Be Back's going in there. And Simon says with 10. Thank you so much, Simon. Come on, guys. Help Simon out. Thank you so much, Simon. Your kindness is incredible. Great for the dogs and cats of Battersea. Cats and dogs. I will be filming them tomorrow as well, so it'll be really lovely to see them. Absolutely great. Thank you so much. It helps all the lovely animals out. Taco's Tech Mech has got a chance here. He's, Simon says, such a hero. Taco Tech Mech. Taco Tech Mech. Jim P.I. wins. Jim P.I. just shoved him out of the way and gave him an elbow, took him to Suplex City, and some freelancer throws 100 bits to try and kill everyone else, and Lum died. Lum died.
That was a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, and the finishing amount is, Netniv, for the prediction.
You just made the list.
Yeah, we're up to 4. 5.
It is, 5. Are we going to get a 6? Everyone's dying. Panda Pirate. No, Wicked's made it in. Panda Pirate, you could just go through the hole, and we finished with 6. Netniv, 6.
Just 6.
6
Okay,
to
let's
pay
go
out.
have a look.
That's number 3 out of 5. 2 more to go. If Lum lived, I'd be surprised. Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
12%.
12%. Expedition Point Play into the chat. Let's go for number 4 out of 5. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Expedition Point Play. Chance to win it here and keep this hype train going. The predictions paid out 4 to 6. Some people got some
21.5k. With the majority going to Curly Bracket Effect.
Oh, Curly Bracket.
Yeah, I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to say here, 5,000 of that. Enjoy it, Curly Bracket Effect. You're welcome.
MJ Hat gave that out away. That's absolutely amazing. Especially when we're playing to the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. As I press number 4 out of 5. If we do reach level 10 hype train, we'll give away more. I put 10k on 10 players. Yeah, exactly. I know, Jeff Games. That was a good one. There's a chance here. We've only got we've got 3 minutes left on this hype train. I did make it easy, so it shouldn't be a lot. 7 subs, so that's not a lot. That's good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And here we go. I'm about to press start. And exclamation point play. Last 10 seconds. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What a battle this is going to be. Stretch Ricardo.
Let's go.
Oh, thanks, Lum. Wow, you actually used the TTS for the real reasons and be able to speak your mind. Very nicely done, which let's go. It doesn't sound anything like Ryan Reynolds. Here we go. Ants on Cedos. So apparently Ants on Cedos is taking the lead. What a battle this is. 50 bits or more to cause some havoc in there. We're only 7 subs away from the next level of the hype train. Go, 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 go. The battle happens here. What a fight this is. Halo and Jim P.I. take a battle at the end. Netniv is squirming his way through in the middle of the pack, trying to cause some havoc. Thank you, Beach Whale, for a lovely stream. And everything has worked its way through. Throw your bits in. Throw everything in. This is your chance to do so. Anyone going to throw anything in, or is it going to be an easy win? Oh, wow.
There's so in Arx rounds is a fork, so
what the hell was that? Hey yo, Lum is trying to play around with that. That's not working. Wickeds, you're in the lead, but you're stalling. STFC Data Jesters goes ahead of you. Just thinks about nobody. 100 bits there by QB Lurking. Thank you very much. 100 bits by Simon Says to cause some havoc. Maxman, you died. Joe Work, you died. Fuggan Shek, you died. Candid Onion, you died. Curly Bracket died. John Joe died. Maxon died. Fuel died. Ants on Cedos died. Flossie, you boomed. Niv swapped with Flossie. Then Maxi Man boomed. Halo boomed. What a battle this is. It's just a drop. You've just got to make it to the end and you'll drop to win. This is your chance to beat it here. We haven't got much to go. 6 subs for a level 7. Only 6 left to go. Mountain Druid has gone in the lead. Mountain Druid, which sounds like a drink, but it's not a drink because he's a druid on the mountain. Mountain Druid's got a chance here. But Captain Chris Pike is taking the lead. 100 bits there by Flossie. 100 bits by Flossie. Maximan with the Prossie. And the winner is Mountain Druid. You have won. Mountain Druid. Well done. J-Babe's third. Tavi Mosa fourth. Siri Dance, STFC Data just 5th, I'm 6th, Confianza 7th, Divine 8, 9, and 10. We've got 50 seconds left of the hype train. As we're going to finish it off, let's see if we can get more and more and more. I'm going to press play really quickly to try and get the last giveaway straight away. Dwan, Fuzzy Triples, hurry up, get down that hole, come on. Yeah, exactly. Usually what it said. Well done. Mountain Druid, Expert Point, Discord, and find me on the right-hand side and go for it. Here we go. Exclamation point play from now. Let's go. Join. Hype Train's only got 25 seconds. Anyone can throw in a few bits and bobs. Would be good to get the 6 subs in. Go. Chance to do it. 10 seconds left. 15 seconds left on the Hype Train. 15, 10, 9, 8. The dreams could be dead. 7, 6. I'll press start. Here we go. 5, 4, 100 bits. Everyone 3. Oh, we get level 6. It's very kind of you, everybody. Thank you so much for that. This is the last. Oh, QB lurking. Did he make it? I don't think you did. Hype Train success. No, he didn't. He gave 5 and it needed 6. Oh, QB lurking. Thank you so much for trying for us. Absolutely close. We made it. We just almost made it, QB lurking. Thanks for your kindness. This will go to the charities that we love. And Panda Pirates being restarted at the beginning. Comtech, Drastic Leak just died. I died. Fuzzy Triples has got dead. Flossie got tickled twice, which is quite interesting. Martok got no gravity. Mad Hatter iced. Tilders died. Megan died. Lum died. Simon said, cheers, 100 bits. Merak is going to go to it. You boost your way through. 100 bits again by Strand Freelancer. Try and cause havoc. Jake's just been thrown away.
Getting up there again.
Yeah.
Jess is trying to come from the back there.
Yeah. Cursed! I am cursed. John Jones has gone ahead with Evil XP. John Jones and Evil XP. Evil XP, I always see you in the lead of these things. You must be following to win. Here we go. Evil XP second lead. John Jones is getting ahead. Confianza is getting ahead. The nice little battle between them all. Look at this battle that's happening. Wow. Yes, you are cursed. Evil XP, you just died a death that's never been seen before. Confianza and John Jones are trying to battle their way through. Wristbreaker. Iron Fister just screams ahead and says, ha, 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 screw you all. I am old, but I am strong, and I will get there.
Let's go, Fisty.
Let's go, Fisty. Let's go, Fisty. Fisty, you've got to do something you haven't done in a long, long time. Make it through the hole. Holy shit.
Hey, he shouldn't really be picking on Fisty. He's going for an operation. Or has he been for it already, MJ? I can't remember.
Yeah, exactly. No, Tuesday.
Yeah, he's had it. He's healing. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. To help Fisty win. Chance to throw some bits to cause some havoc. For this last mug of doom, John Jones, you've just got to get to the end, John Jones. Just avoid the bomb, which you have. Now slowly make your way through. Nice and easy. Through the hole, John Jones.
Easy finish. Easy finish.
John Jones. Oh, no, he missed it. It's the other hole. John Jones missed it. Iron Fister to win.
Oh,
Iron Fister wins. Oh,
let's go, Fisty.
Let's go, Fisty.
Nice
go, Fisty. Wow, Fisty wins. Fisty wins. Fisty wins. Wow, Fisty, that is well deserved. You are awesome, Fisty. I love you for that one, Fisty.
Wait, you're going to send him a mug that he can't lift while he's got your shoulder recovering.
Fisty wins. Fisty wins. Fisty wins. Fisty wins. Now only with one hand, Fisty. Wow, Fisty, that is well deserved. Everyone, send all your well wishes to Iron Fister. If you know how to DM me with one finger to Discord, please do. Otherwise, I'll DM you, Fisty, with your.
He's left-handed like me, so he's got it sorted.
Exactly.
He's got well practiced at using both hands.
And that'd be amazing. Let's hold the numbers here, guys. And let's watch the video one more time because I want to raid with a